Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
Check, 1, 2. Test.
Weights have been lifted. Sprints have been run. Preparation for today's game is history. It's time to get it done. You're listening on MichiganSportsRadio.com.
It's the end of an era in Saginaw, and the Student Advisory Council is looking for 8 new members. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. On Friday night, the boys basketball teams from Saginaw High and Arthur Hill will meet for the final time ever in the regular season. It's a rivalry that started in 1910 and has seen each school win multiple state titles. After the school year, the two schools are consolidating into a new one, Saginaw United High School. The final regular season matchup will be played at the Dow Event Center in Saginaw, and 5,000 tickets for the game sold out in just minutes. Former Arthur Hill coach Dave Slaggert is writing a book on the rivalry titled Remember the Trojans and the Lumberjacks, and according to his research, either Saginaw or Arthur Hill has made the state quarterfinals 47 times. 36 times one of those teams reached the semifinals. The two have played in 18 MHSAA championship games, with Saginaw winning 6 times and Arthur Hill winning twice. Current and former NBA stars like Draymond Green and Jason Richardson have played in this game, as well as former NFL players like Lamar Woodley and Charles Rogers. That first game 114 years ago was won by Saginaw High. The winner Friday will have bragging rights for a long time, unless the two meet again in the postseason. They are in different districts but could meet up again for the final last time in the regional semifinals. The boys basketball district brackets will be posted on Sunday, February 18th. Log on to MHSAA.com to see the path to the Breslin Center for Saginaw High, Arthur Hill, and everyone else looking to keep their season going deep into March. It's time for Game Balls, when we highlight a trio of standout performances from the past week. First, Negaunee Ella Mason. She poured in 30 points in a 57-53 win over Ishpeming. It was the first loss of the year for Ishpeming and moved Negaunee to 17-1 on the season. Alcona's Garrett Summers, his 16 points led Alcona in a 44-38 win over Mayo. The victory secured Mayo's first ever North Star League boys basketball title. And a Holt bowler, Nick Shaberg. He won a third straight CAAC singles championship, rolling a 5-21 total in the championship match.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with the MHSAA's Director of Officiating Services, Sam Davis.
Cheerleaders, usually at the college level, get in the sports headlines whenever an accident occurs, causing a serious injury. In Michigan, the sport of competitive cheer doesn't make the news in that regard. Why? Because this sport, created by Michigan schools, has built-in safety guidelines for competition, including the proper matting and the rules which prohibit dangerous stunts, and safety judges observing the routines. Middle school competitive cheer is more restrictive, allowing the focus to be on the fundamentals that will provide a safe foundation when these athletes transition into high school and beyond. This format is exclusive to Michigan, and just another way that high school sports takes the extra step to make the games our athletes play as safe as they can possibly be.
Thanks, Sam. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. If you're a student athlete in the class of 2026 who is interested in joining the MHSAA Student Advisory Council, now is the time to apply. The council discusses issues dealing with the 4 S's: scholarship, sportsmanship, safety, and scope. A 5th S, student leadership, is also a common topic. We're looking for 8 new members, 4 boys and 4 girls, to join our existing 8 members from the class of 2025. If selected, you would serve for 2 years and help the council promote the educational value of interscholastic athletics. Members help plan sportsmanship summits, captain's clinics, and other student leadership events. They also help hand out medals and trophies at MHSAA championship events. Council meets 6 times a year, plus attend a 24-hour summer leadership camp. It's a great way to strengthen your leadership skills, meet student athletes from across the state, and get an up-close and personal look at how high school sports are managed. To apply, please go to MHSAA.com. Applications are due by 4:30 p.m. on Monday, April 22nd. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll be back next week.
Nev, back right near us 4. Cam right near us with 2. Turns to win. Yes! Cam right near us. Granville wins. DeBoer regathers, takes it to the front of the net, and skies one behind Louiselle, and scores 2-1 Granville. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Breslin Center and game night on Michigan Sports Radio. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer with you here. With their intensity, what a move by Wade to the corner, DeYoung, another one. Lobos gets the right corner to Watson. Catch and shoot 3. Splash! Muskegon has taken the lead. 47-46. Justin Watson, another triple. He has 9. 138 in the third, and a big red lead. By Baker, they'll fling it to Steffen. Aldering to the basket. Merritt Aldering cocks it back, jams it. Timeout, Covenant Christian. And hello everyone, and welcome to Northview High School, and welcome to game night. It is game night, and it is maybe the game night of the year here on MGN on Michigan Sports Radio. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, welcome into the MGN Radio Plus Game Center for coverage of what may just be your little bit of a impromptu OK White championship between the top 2 teams in West Michigan. Grand Rapids Christian 16-2 on the year, 9-1 in the OK White, and Northview hosting this game, 14-3 on the season and 9-1 within the OK White. Chandler, the stakes are clear. The winner takes solo first in the White. There's only 3 games to play, therefore it might just be an OK White championship when it's all said and done. This is it. When it comes to games in West Michigan this year, it's a rematch of a game Grand Rapids Christian won on Friday. They just saw each other. Each great coaching staffs have been able to make their quick adjustments. I mean, again, the stakes are there. What a game this is going to be.
Yeah, I think everything kind of setting up for a really great night and a really great basketball game. As you mentioned, these teams meeting for the second time in a short period of time. Both coaching staffs, the opportunity to adjust things from the first time around. And, of course, when there's so many talented players, talented coaching staffs, and the adjustments made, really setting up for a great game. And even though some games left in the season, really feeling like whoever comes away with this one sets himself there in first place in the conference. And ways to go yet, a couple games, but definitely feels like they're controlling their own destiny the rest of the way.
And Northview still does have another game against Byron Center, who upset Grand Rapids Christian. And Byron Center's been playing very well as of late, so they certainly could stick their nose in there and make things more difficult. But at minimum, winning this game means, in all likelihood, you're getting a share of the conference and all the momentum. And again, this game, Grand Rapids Christian comes in number 1 in the state in Division II. I mean, Division II, the champion, likely is going to come out of West Michigan. It is that loaded in D2 this year. Northview, a top 10 team, number 7 right now in Division I. There is D1 talent and beyond all over the floor here tonight. A couple teams, though, Chandler, when you look at their form heading into this game, maybe not quite exactly at some of the high levels that you would overly expect. For Grand Rapids Christian, of course, the win over Northview, but then they go out last night against East Grand Rapids, a 12-point win. Solid East Grand Rapids team, but they give up 55 points to EGR, something they don't really do a ton of, giving up that much in what was a little bit lower paced game when you do play EGR. On their side, Northview last night trailed by 13 points in the second half against a really good Forest Hill Central team, but still trailed by 13, had to come back to force this 9-1 versus 9-1 game. So both these teams maybe not at 100% of their top flight, top of the state ability, but regardless, it'll be it sets things up that much more interesting as both these coaches maybe don't feel 100% about where they're at.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, both the records speak for themselves and how good they've been throughout the season, but I think you're right in the last couple weeks and of course last night, both these teams surviving, getting the wins, and making this game even that much more important. But as you talk about the confidence coming into this one, for Northview, yeah, a little bit, you're on the ropes for a large part of that game, able to pull it off, close win. That's what really matters for Grand Rapids Christian. They lost to Byron Center, who are, of course, a very talented team as well. But I think both these teams really trying to find their best basketball in this moment right now. And I think this rivalry and knowing what's all at stake, as we talked about, is going to bring out the best in both of these teams.
All right, we got a ton of matchups. We'll break down the general style, the pace of this basketball game, which will play a big factor in what we're looking at as well all ahead. This is the Centennial Securities pregame show on MGN on Michigan Sports Radio. We're going to step aside, be right back. Much more. Grand Rapids Christian Northview, the game of the year in West Michigan.
Was founded based on the belief that the interests of our clients must always come first.
We listen and understand your objectives before making a recommendation.
We customize the portfolio of investments to fit your goals.
It is our commitment to provide a strong line of communication.
Our services include family wealth management, saving for retirement, and estate planning and trust services.
Getting started is as easy as picking up the phone. After all, when everything is said and done, isn't it about time?
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series.
Struck out with the cheap seats? Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine.
We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Bullhouse rips it out. Here we go. Miles Steffen to run the first attack here. And a couple of points on that possession. Doesn't get it. Physical game early. Slow down. The game gets slopped up. And it winds up being an all-time classic. I expect nothing short of that tonight again.
Yeah, I think so.
Neves, corner, got one. And a timeout from Coach Vanderslice Gymnasium. Centennial Securities pregame show. Let's take a look. Nate, best thing to say about it. Really fun contest. Bulldogs will get it out of the break right here with 53 seconds to go. Hey everyone, Nate from Michigan Game Night. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the end. Going by DeYoung of the Bulldogs. DeYoung for Reagan Neris, free throw line. Turns the back, left wing, Wade, triple try, splash! What a couple of moments and possessions for the Bulldog freshman. Timeout from Coach Riddell. Unbelievable. Here for Reynolds, second free throw, the right hand overhead motion is good for Caden Neves. Really terrific game for him. He's now got 10 of Granville's 26 and a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. Wing Sorokin bounding in the lane, left corner DeYoung, all alone, triple, splash, right down the hatch, absolutely pure for Jackson DeYoung, Granville by 9. It is good for Caden Neves, really terrific game for him. He's now got 10 of Granville's 26 and a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs. We'll go to highlights. We start in the first half with the Nebs dunk and a couple more that we'll follow that up with. All alone, drives the basket, jams it, and one! He's fouled through the dunk. Caden Nebs finishing strong with the right hand, has a chance for one more.
You can feel confident.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
You can feel confident choosing Farmers, which means a black cat doesn't always spell bad news.
What about a gang of them?
Actually, a group of cats is called a clouder. Isn't that right, tough guy?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey everyone, welcome back in. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, MGN on Michigan Sports Radio. This is the Centennial Securities pregame show from a pumped up and a loud environment already here at Northview. Here this evening, Grand Rapids Christian, Northview again playing what very well may be the game of the year when it's all said and done. 14-3 on the year. Northview 16-2. Grand Rapids Christian, but both 9-1. The winner is going to take solo first in the OK Red CT. And there's a lot to get at, but the first notable talking point in this game is the pace and the style of what we're expecting in this one. You look at Northview, this is a team that is more methodical by nature. You know, they like to be more half-court, grinding offensively and defensively under Coach Chana. Longtime East Kentwood head coach Jeff Anima is his lead assistant. Anima, of course, also a little bit of that style coming to the forefront. So that's Northview. They want to be more possession by possession. Let's trust our size. Let's trust our skill. 3 D1 recruits and D1 offered players on this Northview roster. Grand Rapids Christian, terrific defensively, but they do it getting up and down the floor and flying for Coach Eric Taylor. They're okay if we are running, if things are a little bit more out of control. If there is some more trapping, there is some more of that look, that really is going to be the key settling point in this thing. Grand Rapids Christian looking for higher pace, Northview looking for more methodical offense and more methodical pace.
Yeah, we'll see who's able to control that style of game throughout, and of course, these teams just played, so kind of know where each other is comfortable at as far as the speed of the game goes. And so I think Northview can slow things down a little bit, get into their half court, and of course, use their talent as relative. There's so much talent on this floor on both sides, so that's relative to what's on the floor here tonight. But they trust their playmakers and their sets that they have in the half court to try to execute on the offensive end. If Grand Rapids Christian can force some turnovers, get out in the open floor and run a little bit, it doesn't have to be the entire length of the game, but if they can get out and transition a little bit more, their offense is going to flow better.
Take a look at some of our head-to-heads in this game. The first matchup to watch is not necessarily a direct man-on-man matchup, but it's more of how are you figuring out this matchup if you are Northview. For Grand Rapids Christian, they bring the Toledo signed 6'8" senior Jaylan Ouwinga. 8 points, 4 rebounds last night out. Kind of quiet against East Grand Rapids, but this is a kid that can do it all at all 3 levels with great size, essentially a 6'8" guard, a lot of what he does, and also an ability to post up. So you have Ouwinga on one side, you have a little bit smaller team of wings and guards for Northview. Good size wings and guards, 6'6", 6'5", but not quite a towering post presence to be able to match up with Ouwinga. That's the first matchup. What is Northview going to be able to do to counter Jaylan Ouwinga?
I think we'll see what they're able to do defensively if they're going to try to double in the post area, and we'll see how much Ouwinga goes down into the painted area. I think early on in his career, he's always had the size and athleticism, played a little bit more on the perimeter, and I think that's an area of his game we've seen develop as he's gone throughout his career, and throughout this season especially, has started to use that area of the floor a little bit more to his advantage. And so if they can, Grand Rapids Christian, get him the basketball down underneath the basket, let him go to work, put some stress on the Northview defense, and to see who's going to take that matchup, what they're going to do if they're going to have to double down low.
Absolutely. So outside of that, you then can get into some more head-to-head matchups, one of which are terrific wing play and guard play. Let's start with some of those wings. Brady Swartz for Northview, 6'6" junior, has absolutely blossomed this year. Western Michigan, Grand Valley State offer. He scores over 20 points per game. He had 35 points against Ann Arbor Huron in the showcase a couple of weeks back. So that's Swartz on one side. Nate Johnson, an incredible, same size, 6'6" senior, highly athletic for Grand Rapids Christian, and he's a guy that can score all over the place. Had 16 points, 5 assists last night in the win over East Grand Rapids, so that really is where things start to set up. Swartz, Johnson, great shooters, great athletes, great matchup with the exact same size on the wing.
Yeah, I think that head-to-head matchup right there, and who's ever able to kind of control that matchup can establish and set the tone for the entire set of the game. And I think Brady Swartz, a guy that can really fill it up, and when he gets going early on, can really lead this Northview team offensively. He can shoot it from well beyond the arc. He can really shoot it, and so I think if Grand Rapids Christian see what they're able to do to try to limit him defensively. Nate Johnson, a terrific defender out on the wing as well. If he can get out, pokes the ball free, he works really well in transition as well. So I think those guys going head-to-head going to be a really fun one.
Of course, the backcourt offers a lot in this game. Malachi Hooser for Grand Rapids Christian. He had 16 points, 4 3-pointers last night against East Grand Rapids. 5'11" senior Hooser. Multiple D2, D3 visits and offers on the table, but this is a kid, he's been starting really since his sophomore year. He pushes the pace on both ends of the floor, does a lot of things really well. He's joined by a couple of really solid guys in the backcourt alongside him, including the solid senior Quentin Willis. But on the other side, in the backcourt, Cam and E.J. Ryans. E.J., 4-year starter, the senior point guard, on his way to Western Michigan, a 3-star recruit. He had 21 points last night against Forest Hill Central, and his younger brother Cam, the 6'5" sophomore, really a 2-guard and a 3, offered by Eastern Michigan, Western Michigan. Last weekend picked up an offer against from Iowa State, who again, maybe the best team in the Big 12 this year, Iowa State, and T.J. Otzelberger, the head coach there. He had 16 against Forest Hill Central. He had 23 the first go-around of the loss to Grand Rapids Christian. So the Ryans brothers versus Hooser and Willis in the backcourt. Very critical. And also a bit of a size and grinding and a skill versus a speed and an athleticism battle as well.
Yeah, that plays right into the style of game that we talked about on the whole for these teams. And, of course, anytime you get to this time of year, you start to look to the guard play, and you've got tremendous guards on both sides here. And I think Hooser, his ability to run in the open floor, control the offense, and that sure-handed guy that you can really trust, really executes well in that style of game. E.J. Ryans, of course, has a little bit more size, can really work and has good vision, gets a little bit overshadowed by his brother Cam, who can also handle the basketball a little bit, but has that size to go along with it.
I mean, not very often do you have a team where a 3-star, a committed to a D1 school to Western Michigan player can maybe be a little overshadowed, and sometimes wrongly, I think, but that's just the level of talent with multiple D1 players. More guys we're going to get into in a minute. We're going to quick step aside. Be right back here on our Centennial Securities pregame show. We get back, we'll get into the bench, we'll get into some X factors, we'll get into your keys to the game. Just under 9 minutes till tip-off here at Northview, Grand Rapids Christian. It is the impromptu OK White Championship game this evening at Northview on game night.
The 10 winners of the Nobel Peace Prize or the last 5 Miss Americas, the point is the applause dies and the achievements are forgotten. But can you name 3 friends who helped you through tough times or teachers who encouraged you in school? We remember those who make a difference in our lives. I'm Randy Hansen, president of Centennial Securities. What matters to us are the personal relationships we have with our clients, helping them build a secure financial future. As a Centennial Securities customer, you know what I mean. If you're not, isn't it about time?
Member SIPC and FINRA.
Hey everyone, Nate from Michigan Game Night. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the MGN shop. You can find it through MichiganGameNight.com or the Michigan Game Night page on Michigan Sports Radio. Click on the Buy MGN Merch button or tab on either page and find your way on over. You can check out a store that has hats, beanies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, water bottles, and everything in between, from just simple MGN logo designs to playoff featured designs with famous calls and moments from MGN, and much, much more. Make sure you check out the MGN shop through MichiganGameNight.com or MichiganSportsRadio.com/MGN.
Can you identify your number one personal trait? The thing that you do better than most others? If not, this may be a good time to think this through. If you're really good at writing, then why use the phone? If you're great on the phone, why use email? If you have exceptional human relation skills, why sit back and let others lead? I'm Randy Hansen, president of Centennial Securities Company. Playing to our strengths is something we do very well at Centennial. And if you're already a customer, you know what I mean. If not, isn't it about time?
Member SIPC and FINRA.
What would you do with some extra time? Shop Fastlane today.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast, and that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
Are you looking for a new career? Aetna Supply is hiring. Aetna Supply is Michigan's #1 plumber wholesaler, servicing local customers for over 50 years. They offer great benefits, a 401k with company match, quarterly bonuses, and no Sundays. Once again, check them out at aetnasupply.com/careers or click on their logo on the Michigan Sports Radio homepage. Have you recently collided with a deer or been caught in an unfortunate accident? Don't worry, Car Center Collision and Glass is your trusted partner to bring your vehicle back to life. With convenient branches in Cedar Springs, Burton Heights, Alpine, and Big Rapids, we're right around the corner to provide expert assistance. From collision repairs to mechanical fixes, we're your one-stop solution for all your car needs. Check us out at carcentermi.com.
All right, welcome back to everyone in Northview. Nate Dreyer, Chin the Timber here. Game night on Michigan Sports Radio and MGN. If you're tuning in here through MSR and the MSR app, or also the Michigan Game Night YouTube page, we thank you for tuning in as we get a little bit closer to tip-off here and working through our final key points here in the Centennial Securities pregame show. Let's take a look at the bench a little bit in this game, because both these teams very, very deep and led by some really terrific pieces that come immediately off the bench. Look at Tyler Davis, the junior point guard, who's the guy that comes off the bench and can fire up big scoring numbers really right away in bursts, and that's a big part of what he is able to do and will often do for Grand Rapids Christian. For Northview, again, there's a depth of guys here. Jake Johnson, junior wing. He can do a lot of good things as well and push things along. Terrific defensive player. Anthony Willis, a freshman, one of a lot of really young players for this Northview team. He's a terrific shooter, to come off the bench as well as a freshman. So that really starts to set the table. There's other pieces there as well. But the bench, very critical, and also the bench critical because, again, you're thinking Grand Rapids Christian wants to go a little bit deeper, so they might need to reach 8, 9 deep into the bench, where if Northview only goes 7, maybe 8 deep, they're more comfortable with that.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Grand Rapids team, when they've got scoring that they can bring off the bench and kind of be a spark plug, bring them in and help out scoring-wise. If this game turns into more of what they want and in an up-and-down style of game, they can bring those guys in. Northview, not as deep into the rotation, but they got guys that they trust that can play some minutes. Of course, going to play defense on their end of the floor and can lock it in the half court. They've got guys that they trust to bring in even though they don't go as deep.
Absolutely. So that's one piece. The X factors, though, in this game, and they're guys that may kind of be matched up on each other. Carter Goodite, junior wing and forward, 6'6", Calvin commit there. He had 9 points and 4 rebounds last night against East Grand Rapids in that wing for Grand Rapids Christian. Very talented player at 6'6", good size, can really guard 3 or 4, honestly 5 positions to some extent. On their side, a couple of youngsters. Jack Van Poyen, the sophomore wing, a terrific shooter for Northview, but let's focus on their freshman, 6'2" forward, Izzy Hatibu. He is a physical freak already as a freshman. Hyper athletic, and he can certainly get out and score. 2 games ago against Lowell, Hatibu had 9 points, 11 rebounds. That's an interesting matchup. Goodike versus those younger players, especially Hatibu, that feels like the guys that could be the X factor. They go out, they put up 8-9 points, that could be the difference tonight. You
sure could. For Grand Rapids Christian, Goodike, guy that isn't their number one option typically, of course, with Hooser and Ouwinga out there, but they definitely still keep him involved. They draw up some sets for him, get him the basketball with the versatility that they have. Plays pretty well in the lane, in the painted area as well for his size. Can go down and touch the basketball there and can be effective if they can get him involved on the other end. Hatibu, of course, still very young and developing as just a freshman, but he's kind of coming into his own and figuring out that athletic ability as well. It can be difficult sometimes when you've got some really established young guys, a team that's very young on the whole, but it can be difficult sometimes when you've got those established guys there and trying to figure out exactly what his role is. You've got all this talent. What do you do with it? But he's starting to figure things out, and the chemistry is playing well for his team. All right, final 90 seconds or so until we have anthem and lineups, which we'll have for you right here courtside. CT, take us through the keys to the game. What's Coach Taylor looking to do for GRC? What's Coach Channel looking to do for Northview? Yeah, we've talked about what the strengths are for both these teams and kind of broken down player by player, and really what it comes down to is the pace of the game. When Grand Rapids Christian can play things up tempo a little bit, get some steals, they've got the athletic ability and size to make some big plays in transition, lock it in on the defensive end, and if they can keep Northview off balance there, that's where their athletes play best for Northview. They've got a little bit more size at all the positions, feel a little bit more comfortable. If they can get it into a half-court game, slow the game down a little bit, that's when they can get the ball down to the bigger Cam Ryans. They can work it around and get some shots up from deep with Brady Swartz. So I think it really comes down to the pace of the game. All right, absolutely. That's certainly the best way to put it. That'll do it for our Centennial Securities pregame show. As always, we thank Centennial Securities along with Farmers Insurance. They're presenting sponsorship of Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio, and it is a big one. It is your championship game, quite possibly, in the OK White, based on the way things go here tonight. Maybe your best 2 teams in West Michigan as well, and it is all to play for here tonight at Northview. National anthems on deck. Let's give it on over to the public address, and we'll take you now to the national anthem.
We appreciate their efforts and they deserve our respect. Thank you for officiating our contest. At this time, I ask that everyone able please rise, remove your caps, as Northview sophomore and from the top number, Isabel Neely sings our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright
starting lineups. First, with our visitors from Grand Rapids Christian. Senior number 1, Malachi Hooser. Senior number 2, Carter Goodite. Senior number 10, Nate Johnson. Senior number 24, Austin Anthonysaw. And senior number 32, Jaylan Ouwinga. Head coach of the Eagles, Eric Taylor. All right, fans, get on your feet and let's hear it for 11. The season brings together for you a 2024 Northview boys basketball starting lineup. Sophomore number 0, Cam Ryan. Sophomore number 2, Jack Renpoye. Junior number 3, Brady Swartz. Freshman number 12, Izzy Hatibu. Senior number 5, EJ Ryan. Head coach of the Wildcats,
All right, how about that for an environment, for an introduction, for an anthem before that? We are ready to go here on game night from Northview. The Wildcats in their home whites, numbers in red, trimmed in black, Wildcats in script across the chest. Grand Rapids Christian in the traveling blacks, numbers in baby blue, trimmed in white, and the Grand Rapids Christian C logo on the chest. The Eagles go right to left across your radio dial. Ouwinga will tip it up against Izzy Hatibu. The standout freshman Ouwinga swings it back, and away we go. Malachi Hooser, the first control of the ball game. He'll call it the play as Northview starts it up into man-to-man defensive set. Left wing on for Johnson. Two-hand skip pass, left block to Goodite. Turns the back on Cam Ryans. Gave a shimmy, spinning back across his body, leaning shot, too strong. Rebound saved along the end line by Mpunsa and rolls its way out to Ouwinga. Steps into a mid-range jumper. Off the back rim, no. Rebound to Goodite. Jump stop. Kicks it out left wing for Hooser. He'll lob it short left corner to Ouwinga. Gave a big shoulder into Cam Ryans trying to draw the offensive foul. Turns the back. EJ Ryans ties him up. Held ball, alternate possession to Northview.
Extended possession right there for the Eagles to start the game off. Offensive rebound in there. Ouwinga making a move along the baseline there, and Cam Ryans going, trying to pick up the charge call. Didn't get it, but EJ Ryan's right there to help him out and the help defender, able to tie it up and get possession.
30 seconds gone in the ball game. EJ Ryans, the Western Michigan commit, will stand on the Northview end at center floor and start things up. Right wing on for Cam Ryans, back up top to EJ. EJ swings it left side. Back to Cam, working methodically. EJ, right wing, the left-hand dribble gets picked up defensively, man-to-man here from Hooser, who follows him all the way out to the half-court line. Behind the back dribble from EJ, over for Cam, left wing. In the lane, right-hand floater from 10 feet, too short, rebound ripped down by Ouwinga, and the Eagles are off and running. Hatibu matched up man-to-man on Ouwinga, flying all the way to the basket. Right-hand hook shot, too strong, rebound Brady Swartz, he'll settle it down. 6:35 and less to go, first quarter, no score. Swartz all the way down the right side of the lane, kicks it right corner onto Van Proyen, swung right wing to EJ Ryans, he'll back it out. Right corner for Swartz, goes through his hands, out of bounds on a low pass, and Grand Rapids Christian takes over. 6.5 to go first quarter, no score from Northview.
You see the difference in the way the teams want to get up and down the floor right there. Ouwinga on his end on the offensive side going right at Tibu, trying to get to the basket even though he missed it. And on the other side, the Wildcats trying to slow things down, but turning it over first.
Hooser down low, Goodite, turnaround shot, off the window and good. Carter Goodite puts Grand Rapids Christian on the board. He's got the first two of the game.
Already the second time they've got Goodite the ball down on the block and try to let him use that advantage and height down there in the post area.
2 minutes gone, both teams locking each other up right now. in the half court. Pass, left corner, Hitibu. Swung up top for Swartz. Thought about a long 25-foot three. Kicks the right wing to Cam. Up top to EJ. Left wing for Swartz. Swartz dumps it left block. Hitibu gets doubled there. Swings to Swartz. Lob pass up top to a leaping Cam Ryans. Fakes a shot. Throws it right wing to his brother. EJ, right corner Van Proyen. Back to EJ. Trying to find a probe inside. Swartz lobbing one right side over top of the defense. Over the head of EJ Ryans. And it goes back the other way. There is no lane for penetrating right now against this GRC defense.
Yeah. Now using the zone defense in that possession right there, and the Wildcats trying to swing it around. Eventually had to throw a high pass. It went out of bounds. Another turnover for the Wildcats.
Right wing Nate Johnson with it. Starts a left-hand dribble. Throws free throw line to Punsa. Jumped and stolen by Cam Ryans. Running the length of the floor to the basket. Right-hand layup. Rattles home, and Northview's on the board. Cam Ryans coast to coast.
After turning it over a couple times in the half court, Cam Ryans was able to pick that one off, take it the whole way, open up the scoring for Northview.
5:10 to go, first quarter, 2-all. Malachi Hooser wearing number 1 in the traveling black uniforms to the right wing. Throws all the way across to a leaping Goodike left corner. Hatibu, the defense there. Curling top of the key, throws to the right hand, right wing to Hooser. Down low, Ouwinga, spin move, right hand hook shot, strong off the window. Hatibu tracks down the rebound, near side left to right. EJ Ryans is off and running. Ryans stops right wing with it, gets picked up there defensively by Nate Johnson. Swung left corner to Swartz. Head fake, drive, floater along the baseline, rattles out, no good. Rebound, Cam Ryans, put back strong through a pair of defenders, is good. Ryans with 4 tough points early, and Northview their first lead.
His ability to just rip the basketball away has got him those 4 points to steal on the defensive end. Led to the open 2. They're just ripping the rebound off the offensive glass.
Hooser off the drive, flings a wild left-hand shot in traffic. That one misses everything, but a foul is called, and that will send Malachi Hooser, who is as good as they come at the stripe, to the line here. The lefty senior, 4:21 to go in the first. That follows the first on Van Proyen. It's a 4-2 lead for Northview. Hooser looking to tie it at the stripe.
Hooser so good handling the basketball and so quick, forces a lot of contact, gets a lot of foul calls, shoots quite a few free throws because of it.
Lefty Hooser, first one down and good. Got the rattle. Grand Rapids Christian within a point. First substitution of the ball game. Quentin Willis will check in here for Austin and Punsa for Grand Rapids Christians. They bring in the senior guard Willis. Willis had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in the win over Grand Rapids Christian last night for GRC. The lefty Hooser, left foot offset in front of the right. Left-hand free throw is pure, and we are all tied back up at 4 as Hooser hits them both. Left to right over the timeline. EJ Ryans to work slowly. Home white jerseys here for Northview. Swings to Swartz. Left wing back to EJ Ryans. Around a Van Proyen screen. Top of the key. Drives. Pull up shot. Free throw line. Rattles off the left side of the rim. No good. Board taken in by Nate Johnson. And the Eagles are off and running right to left. Johnson stutter step top of the key. Throws left corner. Hoosier catch and shoot 3. Rolls out. Will not fall off a 360. Swartz the board. Throws over the timeline. We're running EJ Ryans. Ryans all the way to the basket. Right hand shot through contact. A foul. And it's good. EJ Ryans on the coast-to-coast run, and now the Wildcats showing a little bit of pace to their game.
You expected Northview to be the slower of the two teams coming into it. In the first couple possessions, they were. They turned it over in the half court due to some of the zone defense the Eagles were throwing at them. So now you're starting to see them, when they get the basketball, getting those turnovers, getting up and running the floor.
Fouled the first on Quentin Willis. Right-hand free throw splashes down pure for EJ Ryans. He's got 3 as he completes the three-point play. 3:47 to go. 7-4 lead for the Wildcats in the OK White Championship game. For all intents and purposes, maybe the top 2 teams in West Michigan here, both 9-1 in the conference. Just 3 games to play after tonight in conference play. Drive from Hoosier. Left-hand layup, reaching around a defender, hangs on the front rim, will not fall. Board down to Cam Ryans. He's off and running. Curls off left wing. Picked up there defensively by Willis. Off the drive, floater from the left baseline, short. Board tracked in by a sprinting Malachi Hooser. Hooser with 3:18 to go in the quarter. Stuttering into the left wing. Right wing for Ouwinga. Throws it right corner to Johnson. Jabs, turns the back, right block on Cam Ryans. Up top for Ouwinga. Ouwinga hands it off on the weave for a curling Willis. Willis, stutter step, drops it off for Johnson to back out. 3 minutes to go, first quarter, 7-4 Northview. Johnson off the drive, left-hand layup, short, but a foul. Oh, it's an offensive foul. A delayed call on the offensive foul. A well-drawn play by Van Proyen. First foul on Johnson. It'll go the other way.
Johnson tried to Euro around him at the last second, but clipped him just a little bit on the right shoulder. Enough that as he hit the floor, drew the charge call. Looked initially like it was going to be a block, but late the charge call coming in there, and Wildcats going to get possession.
Second foul on the Eagles. Coach Eric Taylor right in front of us having a bit of a discussion as the play starts up with the official. Some pressure here, man-to-man from the Eagles as Hoosier was all over Ryans up top. Now Cam Ryans has it left wing. Off the drive, Ryans turns his back, left block, gave a shoulder into Goodike, reaching left-hand shot, falls short off the window, board down to Jaylan Ouwinga. 2.5 to go first quarter, 7-4 Northview. Johnson around a screen, top of the key, blows down the right side of the lane, gets cut off at the right elbow by Hatibu, and he gets swung up top for Hoosier. Hoosier dump pass down low, looking for Ouwinga, gets tipped out last off of the Wildcats. It'll stay with Grand Rapids Christian. A couple of substitutions. Jake Johnson comes in for the first time for Northview, and we'll see Tyler Davis for the first time for GRC.
It looked like the double team coming there. If the ball had gotten down to Ouwinga right away, E.J. Ryans peeling off and coming over there, able to get a piece of it along with Schwartz, who was down there.
Hatibu takes a seat as a fellow freshman. Anthony Willis, the terrific shooter, will check in here as well for the Wildcats. Inbounded to Davis, right wing. Gets picked up there by Brady Swartz with 2:13 and less in the first quarter. Davis off the drive, bouncing to the basket. Right-hand shot off the window and good. The immediate athleticism burst for Tyler Davis. It's 7-4 with 2 to go.
Tyler Davis just able to blow right by him, get to the rack.
All the way to the basket. Right-hand shot off the mark for Ryans. Rebound ripped down by Ouwinga. Poked away from him on the floor to a side scrum. E.J. Ryans has it, and the Northview possession will continue. Hoosier locking up Ryans' right wing, and a foul on Malachi Hoosier. A little bit too much contact there. The third on the team. 1:46 in the first. When Grand Rapids Christian's gone to this man-to-man defense, they have been very physical.
They sure have, and Cam Ryan's a little bit banged up. We'll see. Look like he's going to stay in the game right now, but off that offensive rebound, multiple players hitting the floor. Cam Ryan's banged up a little bit. Not sure if it's a knee or ankle situation. Looks like lower body, but now a timeout going to have to be called.
Yeah, timeout gets called. It's a full timeout from Northview, and Cam is really struggling on his way off the floor, and he's hearing from it from his head coach who had to burn that extra timeout. So a timeout called with the injury as Cam Ryans had to find his way off the floor at the end of things right there. Attention all golfers, want to keep your game in shape? The Leaderboard Indoor Golf has you covered with over 500 courses, a full bar, and 17 TVs. The Leaderboard Indoor Golf is the perfect place to work on your game, host events and parties, and compete in leagues. Visit theleaderboardgolf.com or call 616-500-8709 to book your tee time today. So, Cam Ryans, his status is about to become a really interesting talking point because he was really laboring to leave the floor, and Cam Ryans has been a standout early in this ballgame with 4 points already. A lot of tough work down low. If his inavailability becomes an issue, that will certainly become an issue for the Wildcats, and Cam's coming out, but he is still limping his way on the floor. He's fighting it right now.
Yeah, looks like he got taped up a little bit on a knee situation there, but we're going to fight through it. He wanted to stay out there initially, but Coach Shanna deciding to take the timeout to try to reset things a little bit. But his physical play early on has led to the Northview slight lead.
1:46 to go first quarter, and a 1-point lead for Northview. They have it baseline right on the inbound. E.J. Ryans lobs it in to the right corner on for Jake Johnson. The junior wing curls right wing, drops it there for E.J. Ryans. Loosely watching him defensively all the way out to half court is Malachi Hoosier. To the left side, skip pass to Johnson. Johnson hands it over right side for Cam Ryans. Cam off the dribble drive, pull-up shot from 10 feet, off the right side of the glass, no good. Rebound spiked out of bounds, last touch by Northview. Grand Rapids Christian basketball. Coach Taylor out on the floor, not happy with his defense despite getting the stop. And the Eagles take it over as Northview shows a little bit of token pressure. 1:25 to go in the first. Up the floor, Malachi Hoosier drives to the basket, stops, put on the brakes, left-hand shot, high off the window, good. And Hoosier has put Grand Rapids Christian back on top, 8-7. He's got 4.
Hoosier's been able to make some really quick moves to the basket, blow by his defender initially, had a tough rollout on the last time he tried that, but that time, a little hesitation move on the block, able to get the defender to fly by and then drop that one in.
Final minute, first quarter, 1-point lead for Grand Rapids Christian, looking to repeat what they did Friday night at Calvin and take down the Wildcats. Off the drive, E.J. Ryans throws up top to his brother, Cam, deep triple, off the left side of the rim, no rebound, saved along the end line by Johnson, but he just toes the right big toe out of bounds, unable to save it in. Grand Rapids Christian takes the basketball with 48 seconds to go as Jack Van Proyen will check back in for Jake Johnson. Some full court token pressure being shown again here by Northview. Up the right side of the floor, Tyler Davis calls out the play with a left-hand dribble over the timeline with 40 seconds to go in the first. Drops it there on the handoff for Nate Johnson. He'll weave it top of the key onto Hoosier. Drops it there for Tyler Davis. Davis down the left side of the lane, getting free, reaching left-hand layup around the defender is good for Davis. He's got 4 off the bench. It's a 3-point lead for GRC.
Tyler Davis and Hoosier both using the same attack there. The dribble at the top of the key. Blowing by initially, using that quick first step to get past and then finish at the rim.
Final 18 seconds and less of the first quarter. Wildcats will hold for the final shot right here. E.J. Ryan's a lot of contact right wing, and a 5-second violation as he was being crowded by Malachi Hoosier, and Grand Rapids Christian takes it with 11 seconds exactly to go in the first.
That's the kind of effort and defense Coach Taylor loves right before the end of the first quarter. Gets them an extra possession, try to extend their lead.
All right, here comes Hoosier with 10 seconds. Right to left over the timeline of the traveling black uniforms for the Eagles. Hoosier wears number 1, curls around an Ouwinga screen. Drives at the middle of the floor, hands it off. Ouwinga, right wing 3. Off the front rim, no, with half a second to go. Rebound down to Cam Ryans, and that'll end it for the first quarter. 10-7 Grand Rapids Christian, and a game living up to our hopeful billing so far in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back from Northview.
It's a beautiful time of year, but for many, it is also the beginning of allergy season, which means lots of sneezing, itchy, watery eyes, runny nose, constant drainage, or ear pressure. These are all allergy symptoms we regularly treat. Don't let your allergy stop you from enjoying what you love to do outdoors. We have several ear, nose, throat, and allergy specialists ready to see you. Find us online at MichiganENTallergy.com. We look forward to helping you enjoy the outdoors again.
Somebody once said life moves pretty fast, and that's exactly how we like it. Want to build something? Great. Start businesses, build bridges, raise a whole city. Future in fighting crime? Want to save lives? Do it all here. But you've got to go forward fast. Because today is now, and tomorrow is soon. And to get ahead of the game, you got to get ahead of your time. This is your future, so take it and move all of us forward.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer here, MGN on Michigan Sports Radio. From Northview, 10-7, Grand Rapids Christian after one highly competitive basketball game to start out here this evening, CT, and in particular competitive in the way that maybe not we were fully expecting. It was Northview, really, it was whatever team was running seemed to be having a little bit better momentum at that time.
Yeah, it sure did. I think Northview's best looks offensively came in the full court, which wasn't exactly what we were expecting. We expected them to try to slow things down, execute in the half court. They turned the basketball over a couple times early. Cam Ryan's then able to make a couple plays in the open space and keep this game close in the first quarter.
Right to left over the timeline. Grand Rapids Christian gets the ball to start. Tyler Davis rocking with it down the right side of the lane. Whips the hands free. Two-hand shot off the window, no good. Following put-back dunk from Ouwinga, rejected by the rim, and then Proyan's off and running. He goes all the way to the basket. Stops left block. Whips up top for Cam Ryans. Ryans gets matched up defensively on Malachi Hoosier. Ryans down the right side. A grab and a foul on Hoosier. That'll be his second and the first of the quarter on Grand Rapids Christian. Very, very physical defense from Malachi Hoosier in the man-to-man so far as he picks up his second.
He's selling out there a little bit, trying to go for the steal and swipe the basketball free. Ended up having to reach around and slap and commit that foul as Ryans was going past him.
Looks like Carl Thompson, the sophomore, getting set, checking the ball game in just a moment here for the Eagles. Then Proyan, top of the key, throws it right wing onto Swartz. Swartz around a screen, rocking to the left-hand dribble. Swings left wing, then left corner onto a driving Cam Ryans. Back mid-range to Hitibu. Up top, Van Proyan. Goes between the legs and backs it out. The defense there from Willis. Van Proyan to the volleyball line. Hands it out left wing for Cam Ryans. Cam pulls up into a 22-foot three. Off the connector, no. Rebound, Willis. Eagles off and running. Skips it to Davis. Davis, 2-on-1 break. Left-hand layup over top of E.J. Ryans. No good. Rebound, Willis. Fight for the basketball. Held ball. Alternating possession to Northview. First minute gone, second quarter. 10-7 GRC.
Wildcats able to survive right there off the three. Cam Ryans hit the floor thinking he got fouled. Didn't get the call down there. 2-on-1 for the Eagles, but defense able to hold up, force that rattle out on the lay-in. Wildcats now going to try to settle back in.
Sophomore wing Carl Thompson checks in for Quentin Willis here for Coach Taylor and Grand Rapids Christian. The Eagles 16-2 on the year. Northview 14-3, both 9-1, and all square atop the OK White and maybe your two top teams in West Michigan. Swartz stares at the basket, top of the key, gets doubled right here as now he'll get a switch and Nate Johnson picks him up defensively. Swartz off the drive, into the lane, reaching around a couple of defenders. Reverse layup, off the window, good. Swartz on the score sheet, Northview within 1.
Swartz is such a prolific shooter from the outside, but also can do that and put it on the deck, get himself to the basket, still has that height and length to finish down low.
And Swartz has had a huge season. He's become a D1 prospect with a Western Michigan offer, also has a Grand Valley State offer on the table. Just been improving game by game throughout this season. Drive down the right side of the lane, Carl Thompson. Swatted off the backboard by Hatibu. Rebound EJ, thrown over the timeline on to Cam. Ryans drives to the basket, jump stop, reaching shot around Ouwinga is good and pure, and Northview's gone back on top with 2 minutes gone in the second. Cam Ryans now with 6. Left corner, Tyler Davis off the sprint, throws right wing on to Thompson. 5:55 and less to go, second quarter. Davis up top. Watch defensively Van Proyen. Man-to-man half-court defense from the Wildcats, just as physical as the Eagles' defense. Hoosier left corner with it. Hoosier rolls left wing, curls back left corner. Hoosier left corner, throws it just to his left side into a driving Davis across the floor. Throws right corner, Ouwinga, catch and shoot 3 off the front rim, no. Rebound tracked down by Cam, and the Wildcats off and running. Ryans, top of the key, drives down the left side of the lane, throws it left corner for Swartz, stares at the basket, starts a right-hand dribble, gets poked and stoned from behind by Johnson. On to Davis. Davis back to Johnson, to the basket, right-hand layup with no one in front of him is too strong, no good. Fight for the rebound, held ball. This time the possession arrow goes to Grand Rapids Christian, who will check Goodike in for Johnson. 5:15 in the second, 11-10 ball game.
Eagles have been getting those turnovers that they're looking for on the defensive end, and they've had 2-on-1 now a couple times and have no points to show for it. The Wildcats, just one defender, though, have been able to hold up down low, able to force a tie ball situation. This time the Eagles are going to get the basketball, but the Eagles probably feeling like they should have came up with some points from those looks.
And Pansa also going to come in for Jaylan Ouwinga, who has not scored yet, the Toledo signee. Left corner, Goodike, left side, he'll throw it on to Thompson in rhythm 3 off the front rim, no good. Rebound taken in by Brady Swartz. Swartz running the length of the floor and is grabbed and fouled by Tyler Davis. That's the second of the quarter on the Eagles and the first on Davis. 5:04 to go, second quarter, 11-10 Northview. Left side, home white jerseys. E.J. Ryans throws it into the backcourt for Swartz, drops it back off to Ryan. Still standing in the backcourt, calls out a play with the right hand, now starts an alternating hand dribble over the timeline. Picked up there by Hoosier. Skip pass, left wing Hatibu, whips it around, right wing on for Swartz. Swartz dumps right block to Cam. Ryans turns his back on Goodike, spins down the right side, throws up a two-hand wild shot through a pair of defenders, misses it all. Rebound, rips and changes directions both times before Hoosier takes it off the floor out of the scrum. Hoosier throws left side onto Goodike, left corner to Thompson, and back left wing to Davis. Up top to Hoosier. Jabs down the right side of the lane, right-hand layup, falls short, but a foul will send Malachi Hoosier back to the stripe. First foul of the quarter on Northview. 4.5 to go, second quarter, 11-10 GRC. 11-10 Northview, and that is the second on Carter Goodike.
Hoosier's been the best offensive player for the Eagles so far here tonight, and it's been mostly with the dribble. Driving, he's gone left, he's gone right that time. Going right at the Wildcats defense, forcing another foul and some more free throws.
First one good for Hoosier. He's 3 of 3 at the stripe, and the lefty with a chance to give Grand Rapids Christian the lead back. 11-all with 4.5 to go. Hoosier wears number 1 in the traveling black uniform, has purple shoes, offsets the left foot in front of the right, and splashes the second free throw down. He's pure with that one as well. 6 points for Malachi Hoosier, and a 12-11 lead for Grand Rapids Christian with 4:25 and less to go in the first half. Here's E.J. Ryans in the right wing, drops for Swartz. Swartz, right corner, Hatibu. Hatibu working the pivot foot, throws just to his right side onto Cam Ryans. Right wing for Swartz. Swartz picked up defensively by Davis. Goes around Davis, drives to the basket, two-hand shot, no good. Grabs his own rebound, turning through contact, blocked away by Goodike. Rebound ripped down by the Eagles. They're off and running with Hoosier right to left over the timeline. Right corner and Punsa. Stares at the basket, throws up top, poked by Hatibu. Here comes the freshman behind the defense. Jams with 2 hands. Izzy Hatibu puts Northview back on top. And a timeout from the Grand Rapids Christian bench. What a play by Hatibu. we're going to take a timeout right alongside the Eagles.
Cornerstone University.
The professors are very open to helping whenever they can.
Academic excellence, character-driven athletics, Christ-centered community involvement.
Cornerstone has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader, just being able to approach people and be warm and welcoming and hospitable.
Experience it for yourself. Attend a Golden Eagle Day at Cornerstone for a taste of campus life and the chance to meet faculty and staff. To arrange a visit for your high school junior or senior, go to cornerstone.edu. Cornerstone University. Build a life that matters.
All right, welcome back to Northview. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. Things are getting pumped up in here. Izzy Hatibu going coast to coast with a two-hand slam for the freshman. 3:50 to go in the second quarter. Northview back on top as we continue to trade the lead.
Yeah, I've started to see some of the potential for Hatibu here in the second quarter. He's had a big block in the defensive end, and then, of course, that dunk.
And off the inbound, a 5-second violation on Grand Rapids Christian, and Northview takes the basketball back over again with 3:50 to go.
New Coach Shanna coming into this game. You hear him talking a little bit before. He wanted some electric plays out of his team, and he got one there from Hatibu, and now going to try to ride that momentum.
Cam Ryan's right wing with 3:39 to go. Ryan spinning into the lane, lost his footing, keeps the dribble, down on the floor, ripped away by Mpunsa. Hatibu takes it away, throws up top, Swartz three, splash! Brady Swartz right down the hatch. And Northview with a 2-score lead. Timeout in the full court on the grab against Cam Ryans. What a moment as Swartz gets to 5 in the ball game.
Yeah, didn't score in the first quarter, but now 5 in the first couple minutes here in the second. And there you see the shot from beyond the arc. He can extend his range well beyond the basket, out from beyond the basket, and able to hit one right there.
16-12 lead for Northview. Here's Davis in the right wing, crosses back across here, facing up against E.J. Ryan. Skip pass, left block, Ouwinga turns the back, up top, Davis, catch and shoot three, rattles out, rebound through the hands of Goodike along the end line, last touched out of bounds by Northview. Stays with Grand Rapids Christian with 3:03 in the second. 16-12, Northview's lead.
Eagles still searching for their first 3 of the game. Ouwinga's tried a couple, there another one, and have yet to hit on anything from beyond the arc.
Inbound to Goodike, left block, gave a shoulder, long hook shot over top of Swartz, falls short. Brady Swartz the rebound, and the Wildcats off and running again. He'll cross left wing, Swartz down the left baseline, turns the back of the block, Swartz to the basket, around Ouwinga, and a two-hand jam from Brady Swartz. 18-12, and the crowd is electric here at Northview.
Quite the move from Swartz right there, going baseline, reverses course. Looked like he was going to go back out to the corner, switches back up and able to go freely along the baseline, jam it.
Entry pass to Ouwinga, followed from either side on the grab. That'll be the third of the quarter on Northview. 2:33 to go in the second. Foul gets whistled on Hatibu for his first. Right side inbound for Johnson. Got it to a leaping Davis at the right elbow. He'll pull it out behind the arc. Davis resets, defended by E.J. Ryans. Drives down the left side. Left-hand flip layup blocked away in a foul. That will be the 4th on Northview, and that will be a shooting foul, and it will send Tyler Davis, who's got 4 off the bench, back to the stripe. Foul number 1 on E.J. Ryans. Davis at the stripe. 5'10" junior guard. No, it's now going to get changed to a foul on the floor. It'll be a baseline left inbound for Johnson. Johnson, left corner. Ouwinga gets paddled out of bounds on the inbound by Hatibu. Stays with Christian. From in front of the Northview bench, left corner. Johnson throws left wing on for Carl Thompson with 2:24. Thompson faced up defensively against the freshman Willis. To Johnson left wing, up top to Thompson. Thompson lobs left block onto Ouwinga. Gave a body, right hand hook, good, and a foul. Jaylan Ouwinga gets on the score sheet for the first time, and has a chance for one more at the stripe. That also will put the Eagles into the bonus on the second foul on Izzy Hatibu, as Hatibu will take a seat as Johnson comes in his place.
Entire possession, the Eagles wanted to get the ball in the post up down to Ouwinga. As soon as they looked like they wanted to get that entry pass, though, the Wildcats went to the double team. Northview waiting it out, the patience to let the double team clear, and then immediately getting it down to Ouwinga and letting him work.
Free throw pure for Ouwinga. We'll see if that gets the Toledo-bound senior a little bit more juice offensively. Left wing, Swartz tries another three. Oh my goodness, it's pure! Brady Swartz, what a run! 21-15 Northview.
Swartz feeling it right now, 10 points in the second quarter. Starting to see him shoot freely. Again, another deep one, but well within his range.
Davis, top of the key, drops it for Thompson. 21-15 lead for Northview. Eagles on the drive, right corner. A wild pass held down by Goodike. Goodike curls free throw line, turns his back on Swartz, hesitates, long left-hand hook shot. Off the connector, no good. Fight for the rebound. And it'll be a foul on Grand Rapids Christian and go with the Wildcats. 1:36 in the second. That is the second call on Tyler Davis. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. They got it back here with E.J. Ryans, and they're going on a run right now. Ryans to the right wing. Drives to the right corner. Gets fouled by Davis. That'll be the fourth on Grand Rapids Christian and the second, or third, I should say, on Tyler Davis as he picks up a couple fouls right in a row. Davis will have to take a seat as Quentin Willis comes in his place. 90 seconds to go, second quarter. 21-15 Wildcats. Right side inbound coming up for Jake Johnson, the junior, to throw in. The lanky junior into the backcourt for E.J. Ryans, who calls out the play and starts a right-hand dribble. Gets picked up defensively by Willis over the timeline. To Cam left wing, stares at the basket. No look past Swartz. Catch and shoot three. Off the back rim, no. Long rebound, free throw line. Cam Ryans drives. Hook shot, too strong. Board taken in by Ouwinga. Stripped from behind by Ryans, who's then fouled from behind by Quentin Willis. And that will send Cam Ryans to the line. Actually, check that. We're going to have a discussion which way this foul is going. The foul is on Cam Ryans. It will be free throws for Grand Rapids Christian. 1:12 in the second quarter. And into the bonus, that is 16 foul in the second on Cam Ryans. It sends Quentin Willis to the stripe.
Cam Ryans battling for that rebound on the offensive glass once again, able to knock it free initially. Then it was a loose ball situation. Ryans diving for it once again, took out the legs of Willis. Even though Willis didn't have possession of it, Ryan's the one undercutting the legs and drawing the foul call.
First one good for Willis. Johnson takes a seat as Jack Van Proyen comes back in for Coach Channa. One more for Willis. Wears 5 in the traveling black uniform. Numbers in baby blue trimmed in white. He has white shoes trimmed in pink. Offsets the feet and rattles the second free throw down. 2 of 2 at the stripe for Willis in a 21-17 ball game. E.J. Ryans over the timeline, throws for Van Proyen. Van Proyen faking, curls to the corner. Up top, Cam Ryans, swung right wing to Willis, the freshman. Loosely watched defensively here by Carl Thompson. To Van Proyen, left wing. Throws left corner to Ryans, up top now for Cam Ryans. 53 seconds to go in the first half. Ryans cut off free throw line by Goodike, turns the back against 2 defenders. Hatchets up a 2-hand shot, blocked away by Ouwinga, but a foul on Jaylan Ouwinga, and that will send Northview now to the stripe with Cam Ryans. 47.9 to go second quarter, 21-17. Northview's lead, and that foul on Ouwinga as it goes for Ryans at the stripe is... Actually, they're going to change the foul. It's going to be the first on Carter Goodike, not on Jaylan Ouwinga. So first foul goes on Goodike here.
And Ryans wanted the ISO there, waving his teammates off, allowing him to have the middle of the floor to try to make a move.
Ryans bends the knees. Second free throw off the back rim, no good. High leaping rebound down to Jaylan Ouwinga. 45 seconds to go in the first half and a 5-point lead for Northview. Here comes Nate Johnson over the timeline with 39 seconds. Johnson to the right wing, watched defensively here by Cam Ryans. Johnson, skip pass, short right corner for Ouwinga. Ouwinga drives the baseline, jump stop, right elbow, whips up a 2-hand shot, blocked away by Swartz, but a foul will send Jaylan Ouwinga now to the stripe. 28 seconds to go, second quarter. That foul, as Coach Chan is getting explanation, actually is going to be on Jake Johnson for his first, which I'm sure Coach Chan does not mind that being on Johnson instead. First free throw, Ouwinga rattles out, no good. One more here for Jaylan Ouwinga. 6'8" senior on his way to Toledo. Quiet night, just the 1 3-point play, his only scoring. Second free throw, overhead motion, no good, too strong. He missed them both at the stripe. 25 seconds to go. E.J. Ryan slowly starts it up. Looks like the Wildcats will hold for the final shot. 18 seconds in the half. Northview by 5. Cam Ryans holding the ball with it resting against his left hip in the left wing. Up top for his brother, EJ with 9. Cam left wing with 7. Cam off the drive, two-hand shot blocked Ouwinga, and a foul will send Ryans to the line with 5.1.
Wildcat setting that one up the whole way to try to get Ryans an attempt to drive right before the end of the half, and able to go to the left side. Coach Taylor doesn't love the call, but...
And again, the foul will be on Goodhite, not Ouwinga. After that, first free throw, 360s will not fall for Cam Ryans. 4 straight missed free throws right here. 5 seconds to go. Both coaches have had a conversation with officials during this free throw session here for Cam Ryans. Bends the knees, right-hand free throw, too strong. Now Ryans misses them both, grabs his own rebound, flying putback, too strong. Board to Johnson, and he'll fling it behind his back, and that will end the first half. 22-17 at the break. Northview with some explosive plays and 10 points from Brady Swartz, leading an absolute grinder, just like we expected here, CT. We transition to our Farmers Insurance halftime show. That was a fun half, and it kind of started to deliver exactly what we thought it would.
Yeah, it sure did. I think a lot of energy all around in that first half. Teams going back and forth. Northview, though, able to get out and run the floor a little bit more, which wasn't exactly what we expected coming into it, but a couple highlight plays, and they've got the lead on their home floor here at half.
We absolutely have some highlight plays. We'll get to all of that and much more here on our Farmers Insurance halftime show. Do not go anywhere. We'll come back with highlights, and we'll come back with scoring. 22-17, Northview over GR Christian at the break.
Looking for a great place to buy a used truck or car? Check out Extreme Truck and Auto Center, located at 1098 O'Malley Drive in Coopersville. They have a huge selection of trucks, cars, vans, and SUVs. Stop by their lot or give them a call at 616-384-3777. You can check out their inventory at xtacenter.com.
Michigan hearing experts sell and service several brands of hearing aids. Are you having trouble having a conversation or unable to hear the latest play of the game? We perform comprehensive hearing exams and use real ear measurements to ensure optimal functioning hearing aids for your unique needs. Our highly trained doctors of audiology are dedicated to helping you reconnect with your world. Visit MichiganHearingExperts.com to find a location near you and take the first step towards better hearing with Michigan Hearing Expert.
Cornerstone University.
The professors are very open to helping whenever they can.
Academic excellence, character-driven athletics, Christ-centered community involvement.
Cornerstone has been a great opportunity for me to grow as a leader, just being able to approach people and be warm and welcoming and hospitable.
Experience it for yourself. Attend a Golden Eagle Day at Cornerstone for a taste of campus life and the chance to meet faculty and staff. To arrange a visit for your high school junior or senior, go to cornerstone.edu. Cornerstone University. Build a life that matters.
The Grand Rapids Sports Hall of Fame celebrates the city's rich sports history by honoring prominent West Michigan athletes and those who have contributed greatly to sports on a local, state, or national level. A class is elected each year and then honored at an induction ceremony in the fall. They also prevent annual events in support of West Michigan athletics, and they raise funds to support local youth organizations and charities. Follow them on Facebook or check out the pictures and biographies of all 181 inductees at grsof.com.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Farmers Insurance Halftime Report. 22-17 at the break. A 5-point lead for Northview over Grand Rapids Christian. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, CT, I'll send it right over to you. You can take us through our scoring recap from the first half.
All right, for Grand Rapids Christian, Moser led the way with 6 points. Davis had 4. Ouwinga with 3. Goodike and Willis each with 2 points for the Wildcats. Brady Swartz led the way, 10 points, all of which came in the second quarter. Cam Ryans had 7, E.J. Ryans had 3, and Hatibu with 2.
All right, as you mentioned, it was kind of the Brady Swartz show, and in terms of the highlights that we captured, we have 3 Brady Swartz highlights. A jam in the middle, a couple of threes. Here's the first look at Swartz's big second half run he had that really is the key part that put Northview up an otherwise very difficult to score basketball game. In the lane, lost his footing, keeps the dribble, down on the floor, ripped away by Mpunsa. Hatibu takes it away, throws up top, Swartz 3, splash! Brady Swartz right down the hatch. And Northview. And how about a little bit more from Brady Swartz, as he certainly turbocharged things almost all on his own in that second half for Northview. Running again, he'll cross left wing. Swartz down the left baseline, turns the back of the block. Swartz to the basket, around Ouwinga, and a two-hand jam from Brady Swartz. 18-12, and the crowd is electric here at North. And lastly, we go back to Brady Swartz, because we go to one more clutch deep 3 that he hit to get points 7 or 8, 9, and 10 of his first half. We'll see if that gets the Toledo-bound senior a little bit more juice offensively. Left wing, Swartz tries another 3. Oh my goodness, it's pure! Brady Swartz, what a run! 21-15 Northview. All right, I mean, let's talk about Brady Swartz a little bit, CT, because he was unbelievable. It was a game where neither team could score. Northview was even down at that point in time a little bit. Just neither team could get any offense going. Really, the X factor of the half was that little run. The 3, the dunk, another 3 from Brady Swartz. The X factor of the half, all on the back of that Hatibu dunk as well.
Yeah, there's a couple of big plays there, and not a game with not many runs there in the first half, and Brady Swartz able to provide one for the Wildcats, and a big part of the game where they were able to retake the lead, and his ability to both drive to the rim, finish tough around the basket, and in the mid-range as well. Didn't see that as much in the first half, but amongst a lot of contact underneath, and then shooting the deep ball as well from beyond the arc, and so you see a little bit of how he scores the basketball and puts up some big numbers on that end.
Absolutely, a lot more still to get to here on our Farmers Insurance Halftime Show. Don't go anywhere. 22-17 Northview over GR Christian at the break.
The 10 winners of the Nobel Peace Prize or the last 5 Miss Americas, the point is the applause dies and the achievements are forgotten. But can you name 3 friends who helped you through tough times or teachers who encouraged you in school? We remember those who make a difference in our lives. I'm Randy Hansen, president of Centennial Securities. What matters to us are the personal relationships we have with our clients, helping them build a secure financial future. As a Centennial Securities customer, you know what I mean. If you're not, isn't it about time?
Member SIPC and FINRA.
Hey everyone, Nate from Michigan Game Night. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the MGN shop. You can find it through MichiganGameNight.com or the Michigan Game Night page on Michigan Sports Radio. Click on the Buy MGN Merch button or tab on either page and find your way on over. You can check out a store that has hats, beanies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, water bottles, and everything in between, from just simple MGN logo designs to playoff featured designs, designs with famous calls and moments from MGN, and much, much more. Make sure you check out the MGN shop through MichiganGameNight.com or MichiganSportsRadio.com/MGN.
Can you identify your number 1 personal trait? The thing that you do better than most others? If not, this may be a good time to think this through. If you're really good at writing, then why use the phone? If you're great on the phone, why use email? If you have exceptional human relation skills, why sit back and let others lead? I'm Randy Hansen, president of Centennial Securities Company. Playing to our strengths is something we do very well at Centennial. And if you're already a customer, you know what I mean. If not, isn't it about time?
Member SIPC and FINRA.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
get uninterrupted listening on all your favorite tunes. Click here to start your 7-day free trial.
If it's important, it's not worth compromising. Which is why with Farmers, you don't have to compromise quality to get great savings on your insurance. I got this.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, welcome back. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, Farmers Insurance halftime show here on MGN on Michigan Sports Radio, 22-17 at the break. Northview over Grand Rapids Christian, and CT just under 2 minutes until we get the second half underway. Let's take a look at some keys to the second half. Let's start Grand Rapids Christian, Coach Taylor. They trail by 5. It was Brady Swartz's really highlight reel plays that is what kind of led them to this deficit. Take us through some of what you think the Eagles were cooking up during their halftime break.
You have to imagine they're trying to find a way to get Ouwinga a little bit more involved on the offensive side of the basketball. They, outside of the 1 3-point play, was held pretty quiet. They tried to get him the ball in some straight post-up situations, but the Wildcats showing a double team and really shutting that down and not letting him touch the ball in the painted area. And so I think we'll see if the Eagles can figure a way out to get him the basketball. See if Boozer, when he's handling the ball at the top of the key, he's been able to drive. If he can collapse the defense, maybe dish it to Ouwinga, or potentially have Goodike play on the inside a little bit more. Ouwinga can slash from the wing, but try to get him going on the offensive side.
For Northview, they have the lead. Like I said, Brady Swartz a big part of it. They got some scoring from each of the Ryans brothers. Cam in particular in the first quarter kind of charged things along a little bit offensively. What is Coach Channa and his staff, Coach Anima, Coach Brooks, looking at doing for the Wildcats at the half to maintain this lead and kind of maintain the pace and the aggressiveness we've seen?
Yeah, they held up really well in transition defense. They had a couple times 2-on-1 situations where the Eagles are getting the turnovers they're looking for out in the open floor, and the Wildcats able to either slow them down or hold them to a stop. And so we'll see if they can continue to do that in the second half. But I think you started to see the recipe of being a little opportunistic in transition as well on their own end. And Cam Ryan's able to play really physical, steal the ball away, get some points that way, playing physical on the offensive glass. And then when they get in the half court, letting Brady Swartz go to work a little bit more and letting him drive or shoot from beyond the arc, and able to find some success that way.
All right, both teams ready to go. Lineups that open the game will open the second half. Northview in their home white uniforms, numbers in red, Wildcats in red, and script written across the chest, black and red trimming down the side. Northview, or Grand Rapids Christian, they're traveling black uniforms, numbers in baby blue, trimmed in white, and blue trimming down the side with the Grand Rapids Christian C logo, like you see on your screen on the Radio Plus Game Center on the chest. Northview gets the ball out of the halftime break here. 8 fresh minutes up on the board. Van Proyen in the backcourt will throw it on into E.J. Ryans. Cam Ryans is out there along with Hitibu and Swartz to start things up offensively. Skip pass from E.J. to Cam, left wing, and the Wildcats are underway. Goodike brings the defense. Right wing, Cam throws over to E.J. Curls into a 3 and splashes it down to start the second half. E.J. Ryans, the big triple. He's got 6.
See E.J. Ryan shoot it much in the first half, had 3 points, and then right there out of the break, able to draw one up for him where he can curl, get him the pass, turn and shoot.
Left wing, Hoosier tries to match a 3 off the connector. No, nice rebound, leaning away with the left hand from Carter Goodike, snagged and secured away from him by Ouwinga. Throws up top to a driving Johnson. Floater off the back rim, no. Rebound Johnson, put back, fouled, and Nate Johnson will go to the line for 2 right here on the tough battle underneath the basket for the big 6'6 senior for Grand Rapids Christian. That foul, CT, is on Van Proyen. That's the 3rd on the sophomore.
We'll see if he's going to remain out there. It does look like Van Proyen going to stay out. And the Eagles have some height down low, but really didn't see that much in the first half. They're on that possession, able to get a couple looks on the offensive glass. Johnson fighting down low, even though he missed the initial shot, gets his rebound eventually, able to go back up with it.
First one is pure at the line for Nate Johnson. It has been a slow start for Johnson. That is just his first point of the game. And you talk about the size. You got 6'6 Johnson. They have 6'5 senior Austin Impunsa starting down low along with 6'8 Ouwinga as well. So they've got the size advantage down there, and Johnson is able to splash down the second free throw pure as well. He has his first 2 points of the game, and Northview will take it up top with E.J. Ryans. Ryans pounding the rock, watched defensively here by Hoosier. Drives by Hoosier, whip pass, right block, Van Proyen. Jump stop into the lane, whips a pass with 2 hands up top through a pair of defenders. On to Cam Ryans. Ryans drives to the basket, double dribbles. It'll go the other way. Coach Channa doesn't love the call, but Grand Rapids Christian takes it. First minute gone, 3rd quarter, 25-19.
Ryans just going to make that jab step and then make a move, go to the left hand. Looked like he wanted to take it all the way to the rim, but before he able to make that move, the turnover called. Coach Shan is still not happy with it.
Malachi Hooser on the right wing, watched defensively by E.J. Ryan. Swings all the way across, gets a switching matchup on a Hatibu left wing. Jumps a pass down into the paint, stolen away by a leaping E.J. Ryan's behind the back dribble. Snaking up the middle of the floor, drops it for Swartz, and a foul on a grab is going to be, I believe, against Hooser. Both Hooser and Mpunza were reaching in right there. This will be on Malachi Hooser. That's the first of the quarter on Grand Rapids Christian. 6:47 to go in the third. That is foul 3 on Hooser. That's a huge foul as well with the physicality he plays with defensively. And there is an official timeout right now.
Officials timeout. Fans, please stop throwing objects onto
The message is that there were some objects being thrown on the floor by some of the crowd here, so that gets hopefully put to a stop, and Northview will look to inbound the basketball. 6:47 to go in the third, 25-19. Wildcats throw in front of the timeline to E.J. Ryan. He'll face up loosely here against Malachi Hooser, who just picked up that big third foul. Left-hand dribble for Ryans, reaching pass to his brother Cam left wing. Cam facing up against Carter Goodike. Drops it on the curl for Swartz left wing. Swartz free throw line. Up and under move. Splash. What a shot by Swartz. It's 27-19.
There's the mid-range shot right at the free throw line for Swartz. Driving to the right side. Stops on a dime. Pivots just enough to get the defense to open up and then hits the mid-range shot.
Angle drive from Hooser. Whips up a left-hand shot. Gets hacked and fouled. Just blocked away. And that will send Malachi Hooser back to the stripes. Second of the quarter on the Wildcats. Foul goes on E.J. Ryans for his second. 6:18 to go in the third. 27-19. Hooser at the stripe. Left foot offset in front of the right for the lefty. Clutches up the shot and splashes it down. He is as good as it gets at the stripe, CT. We've seen him a couple times this year. If there's one guy you don't want to send to the line, it's Malachi Hooser. Quick second free throw. He's a rhythm shooter, is up and good.
Very confident at the line. The most consistent option and weapon for the Eagles. When he's able to drive, he sees a crease, takes advantage of it. He's got now 6 points at the line.
27-21 lead for the Wildcats. They have it with Cam Ryan's left corner. His brother curls behind. Cam keeps the dribble. Watched in the corner by Goodike. Swings up top for EJ. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. Lead is 6. Right wing Swartz around a Van Proyen screen. Stares at the basket. Now hands it off for Hatibu. Swings it hard with 2 hands. Left corner to Cam. Up top for Van Proyen. Swings right wing with 2 hands to EJ. Ryans off the drive. Floater short. Rebound. Ouwinga over top of a trio of Wildcats onto a sprinting Goodike. Right wing to Willis. Swings right corner to Johnson. Jabs. Drives on Van Proyen. Turns the back. Leaner from 15 feet. Splash. Tough shot from Nate Johnson. And they're back within 4.
Good sign for the Eagles offense. Nate Johnson getting going a little bit. 4 points now in the third quarter after not scoring in the first half. Their tough mid-range shot along the baseline.
Swartz drive to the basket. Reverse layup blocked by Ouwinga, but a foul. 2 on either team now in the quarter. That will send Brady Swartz to the stripe. That is foul 1 on Ouwinga with 5:17 in the third. Been an incredible game for Swartz. 12 points for the junior. Bends the knees. Flips it up with the right hand, and that one falls short. Some free throw shooting troubles really for both teams outside of Malachi Hooser so far in this one. Swartz wears 3. The lanky 6'6" junior, originally from Mona Shores, transferred in along with his brother Parker last year. Parker now playing at the next level, and Brady is on his way to playing at the next level, unable to hit either free throw. That one rolls out. Rebound spiked out of bounds, last touch by Hatibu, and Grand Rapids Christian will take the basketball down 4 with 5:15 in the third.
Wildcats bench thought there was a chance that one went off of Goodike, but the Eagles going to get the basketball in a rare 0-for-2 trip for Swartz right there at the free throw line.
Ouwinga left wing, drops it for Willis. Willis drops there for Hooser right wing. To the corner, Willis. Up fake. Picked up tightly defensively by E.J. Ryans. Working the pivot foot. Lobs right elbow to Goodike. Tries to enter to Ouwinga. Post was fronted. Patted out of bounds. Last touch by Ouwinga and Johnson on the combination. And Northview takes the basketball, leading 27-23 with 4:49 in the third.
Wildcats continue to do a tremendous job of denying that entry pass down to Ouwinga. They've wanted to get the ball to him a handful of times, and every time front the post, send the double team, anything they have to do to keep the ball out of Ouwinga's hands down in the paint.
Cam Ryans, 3 D1 offers, Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and Iowa State. Throws it over on the extra pass to his brother EJ. Up top, Hatibu. Hatibu drops it right wing for Swartz. Swartz drives, free throw line, cut off, hands it there for Van Proyen. He'll flip it left corner to Cam. Cam off the drive, reverse layup, hits the bottom of the rim, on the floor, picked up by Nate Johnson. He's off and running, 2-on-2, has Hooser with him. To the basket, Johnson, floater, too short, and the rebound down to Swartz. 4:10 to go, third quarter. Swartz is running, behind the back dribble, regathers the basketball at the free throw line. Swartz lobs up top for E.J. Ryans. Halfway through the third quarter, 27-23 Northview. E.J. Ryans taking his time, lobs for Hatibu left wing. The freshman throws right wing to the sophomore Van Proyen. Van Proyen lobs right block, Cam Ryans. Ryans against 2 defenders, clutches it up, blocked by Ouwinga. Rebound Cam, up top E.J. with space, 3, splash! Right down the hatch for E.J. Ryans.
Second triple of the third quarter for E.J. Ryans. Initially wanted the ball down low in the short corner with Cam, but blocked by Ouwinga and Goodike, but the Wildcats holding on to it, eventually working it around and getting the open look off of it, and E.J. Ryans.
30-23, a 3 seconds in the key violation on Carter Goodike. He's palms up and doesn't like it. Coach Taylor is unhappy as well, wanting a foul call. Goodike will take a seat as Tyler Davis and his 3 fouls will check in for the first time in the second half. 3:24 to go, third quarter, 30-23. Feels like a big chance for Northview to push a little bit of a run right here. Van Proyen, top of the key. Van Proyen driving into space, stops left block, cut off there by Ouwinga, up top for Cam. Ryans, behind the back dribble, free throw line, pulls up, left elbow, off the connector, no, rebound down to Ouwinga. Hooser, left side of the floor, off and running over the timeline, left to right, 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Hooser spins to the basket, left hand layup, blocked and a foul. Malachi Hooser back to the stripe with 2:59 in the third, 30-23. Foul is on Quinton Willis. That is the third on GR Christian and the third on Willis's. Hooser, who's been perfect at the line, goes back to the line.
See if the Eagles decide their best offensive chances to let Hooser just go right away. Pretty quick right there. Got the possession of the basketball in the backcourt. Allow him to bring the dribble all the way up and then attack this first second he gets. First chance that he gets, and Hooser again knocking down another free throw.
First one rattles down for Hooser. First time he's touched the rim on a free throw. He'll get another one coming up here. Hooser bends the knees, flicks it in front of his face with the left hand and scores it pure. Hooser brings the lead within 5 as he gets to double digits in the ball game. 2:55 and less to go in the third. Swartz left wing, defended here by Ouwinga. Arms spread wide defensively. Swartz drives, curling into the lane. Reverse layup, reaching around Ouwinga. Hangs on the back of the rim and falls. What a shot by Swartz. He's got 14. The lead is 32-25. Now Johnson, baseline left drive to the basket. Right hand layup is good for Johnson. He's got 6. The lead right back to where we were. E.J. Ryans right wing with 2:25 in the third. Ryans curls in the corner, watched defensively by Johnson. Stutter step. Ryans dump pass. Van Proyen right hand layup good. Nice find, nice finish. Van Proyen his first points of the ball game.
Great vision by E.J. Ryans, bringing the dribble, drawing the defender over, and then seeing Van Proyen wide open on the right block. Able to get that pass down to him for the open lay-in.
Really the most we've seen the offense open up all game long right now. 2 minutes to go in the third. Johnson to the corner. Willis, catch and shoot 3, splash! That's right down the hatch for Willis. And Grand Rapids Christian is within 4 with 1:53 to go. And they're bringing some pressure here in the full court. Ryans up top for Van Proyen. Swings left wing to Anthony Willis, the freshman. Up top for Cam. Cam to Swartz right wing. Spins on Johnson. Swartz drives. Right hand shot. Took the contact. No foul. Spiked out of bounds. Last touched by Grand Rapids Christian. It will be Northview basketball. Baseline right inbound here for E.J. Ryans. 1:38 to go in the third. Northview leads by 4. Ryan, some issues on the inbound, and Coach Channa is forced to burn a timeout. 1:38 in the third, 34-30. Northview will step aside. We'll be right back. Welcome back to MGN on Michigan Sports Radio. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer, 34-30. Northview over Grand Rapids Christian. The game of the year has lived up to the billing, CT, so far. This is an intense basketball game.
Sure is, and you're already starting to see both these coaches understanding how important every possession is going to be. Wildcats forced to burn a timeout right there after almost turning it over on a 5-second call on the inbounds. Didn't like the look that they had. Now going to get a chance to reset.
All right, Grand Rapids Christian takes their time out of the break. Here they come. 1:38 to go, third quarter. 34-30. Northview over Grand Rapids Christian. It'll be a baseline right inbound for E.J. Ryans and the Cats. Ryans with 9 in the ball game, lobs to his brother right wing. Left wing for Hatibu, the freshman. Back up top to E.J. Ryans. Gets loosely watched defensively by Tyler Davis, who has 4 points but 3 fouls off the bench for Grand Rapids Christian. Cam Ryans, hand off Brady Swartz. Off the curl, shoots from the free throw line. Missed it all short with some late pressure coming from Nate Johnson. He wanted a foul call. Ball out of bounds. Grand Rapids Christian ball.
Very similar to the shot he made earlier in the third quarter in the mid-range, going left to right, pulling up. Thought he got hit there, hit the floor, but no call made.
1:15 to go, third quarter. Malachi Hooser with it up top, throws right wing for Davis. Gets watched defensively by Hatibu. Bounds around a screen. Two-hand push pass, right wing for Hooser. Hooser starts the dribble, stutter step, backs it out, throws it down low, picked off by Hatibu. Touched out of bounds, last off of the Eagles, and Northview takes it with 1:03 in the third.
Hatibu with another play defensively, denying that pass right there into the short wing and able to reach, knock it free. Eventually off the Eagles.
Here comes E.J. Ryans, throws left wing for Cam. Ryans driving on Ouwinga, gave a shoulder, right hand shot is good, over top of Ouwinga. That's a tough one from Cam Ryans, he's got 9.
Cam Ryans not afraid to go right at Ouwinga and playing a little bit more physical as well, down low, using the body and some of that muscular build that he has.
36-30 with 33 seconds to go. Ouwinga feeds a driving Davis. Left-hand layup blocked, and a foul will send Tyler Davis to the line. The call is on Jack Van Proyen. And, sorry, check that. The foul is on Cam Ryans. His third, and Davis at the stripe. Goodike will check in as the first free throw splashes down at the line for Davis, who now has 5 points off the bench. One more for Davis. 5'11 guard, right-hand shooter, flicks it in front of his face and scores that one. Both are good for Davis. 36-32 ball game. 30 seconds to go in the third. E.J. Ryans driving left side, cut off underneath the basket, lobs left wing on for Swartz. Swartz drives, free throw line, jump pass, tipped out of bounds. Last off of Willis, baseline right, 21 seconds to go in the third. It stays with Northview. E.J. Ryans to throw in again. 21.5 on the clock, 4-point lead for the Cats. Lobs it to Cam, deep right wing. He'll back it out with 20, loosely watched defensively by Willis. Grand Rapids Christian going to show up bring out a little bit of a zone look right here. Kind of a 2-3 zone. Thrown left corner on for Swartz. Turns his back in the corner. Swartz, baseline drive, whips up the shot, hangs on the back rim, and falls again for Brady Swartz. Full court heave off the connector and no good at the buzzer for Grand Rapids Christian. It's a 6-point lead after 3. We're going to step aside, be right back here on Game Night for a thrilling conclusion.
The 76 Diner and Truck Stop would like to invite you and your families to come and check out their diner. With locations in both Byron Center and Coopersville, they're a great place to stop before or after the game. They have a wide variety of menu choices to feed all the kids. They serve breakfast hot all day, and they're able to accommodate all of your large group needs. Their full menu is available for takeout orders, and they have online ordering at 76truckstopdiner.com.
What would you do with some extra time? Shop Fastlane today.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter. Nate Dreyer, Chandler Timmer. This is the Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio and the MGN Radio Plus Game Center. 38-32, a 6-point lead for Northview. Grand Rapids Christian, though, gets the ball to start the final frame. They go left to right across your radio dial. The Eagles and the Traveling Blacks, the home weights for Northview. Some pressure being shown by E.J. Ryan to the backcourt. Johnson swings it in to Quentin Willis in the backcourt. He'll give it on to Davis, who nearly went over and back with the way that he snagged that basketball. Davis, left wing, loosely watched by E.J. Swings right wing to Carter Goodike. Goodike off the drive, turns the back, backing to the basket. Right-hand hook, no good. Grabs his own rebound. Put back Goodike, too strong off the window. Rebound E.J. Ryans. Here's E.J. up the near side of the floor, right to left. Ryans crosses, spins, left elbow, stops, feeds left corner to Swartz. Up fake. Swartz double team, throws out to E.J. Ryan's left wing. 30 seconds gone, final quarter. Lead is 38-32. Cam Ryans down the left side of the lane, stops the block, up fake, gave it right block to Hatibu, left wing to Cam. Ryans drives, dump pass, Van Proyen to the basket, right hand shot, good for Jack Van Proyen. Nice find from Cam Ryans, 40-32. Grand Rapids Christian pushing the pace to Johnson, right wing for Davis. Davis across the floor, picked up defensively by E.J. Ryans. Back right wing for Johnson. Johnson, starter step, drives across the floor, feeds Goodike, swings it left corner, catch and shoot three. Davis, off the front rim, no. Rebound Van Proyen. Here comes Cam Ryans. The Wildcats will slow it down. 6:45 to go in the fourth. 40-32. Northview holding the ball. E.J. Ryans, Coach Chana's team is comfortable taking some time off the clock down the stretch. Swartz, handoff, back on E.J. Ryans' right wing. Ryans up top with a left-hand dribble. He'll back it out, watched here defensively by Nate Johnson in front of the timeline. 5-second clock starts. Ryans drops it there for Swartz with 6:22. Right corner, Van Proyen, the sophomore, thinks about a triple. Drives with the left hand, batted away, stolen away by Tyler Davis. He'll run the floor, stops right wing. Davis crossing, lobbing for Ouwinga, into the paint, turns and jams. Jaylan Ouwinga with a two-hand slam over top of Hatibu.
Chance there where the Eagles could get the ball down low to Ouwinga, just one-on-one. There was no opportunity for the Wildcats to try to bring help, and able to recognize that right away early in possession, get Ouwinga a touch.
Northview right wing, Swartz around a hard-fought screen up top. Hatibu swings it left corner for Cam Ryans. Up top for Van Proyen. 5:40 to go. Right wing, Ryans with space. EJ off the mark, hits the front rim. Rebound down to Ouwinga, and a foul on Northview on the fight for that one. 5:38 to go in the fourth. And that foul will go on Brady Swartz as Malachi Hooser will check in after a quick rest for Tyler Davis. That's the first foul on Swartz. Left to right, here comes Hooser and the Eagles. They trail by 6. The senior 3-year starting guard with the right-hand dribble over the timeline. There's a black armband on the right arm. Crosses across the floor to the left wing. On for Goodike. Lob pass. Ouwinga turns. Throws a wild pass left wing to Hooser. Off the drive. Whips the hands free. Left-hand layup. Off the window. Good for Hooser. He's got 12. The lead down to 4 with 5:13 to go. Swartz in the wing. Up top for Hatibu. Right wing for Cam Ryans. 5 minutes to go in the ballgame. Van Proyen. Left corner, nearly out of the reach of E.J. Ryans, who starts up the offense. Ryans out of the corner, up top for Cam. He'll back it out to the Northview end logo at center floor. Loosely watched defensively by Carter Goodike. The lanky junior will crowd in. Ryans drives, floater from 15 feet, too strong. Rebound down to Ouwinga, and Grand Rapids Christian running again. On to Johnson, to the basket. Floater and a foul on the floor. The second of the quarter on Northview. Momentum swung to the Eagles right now, CT.
Able to make some stops on the defensive end, and now getting out and running a little bit. Johnson able to lead the way right there. Foul committed on the floor before. Johnson was going up to either shoot or dump that one off.
Foul is on Van Proyen, his fourth, so Jake Johnson will come in his place for Coach Chana. It'll be a baseline left inbound off the second foul of the quarter on Northview for Grand Rapids Christian. Nate Johnson, who's had a good second half. All 6 of his points have come in the final 2 frames. Inbounds, Goodike, turn shot, blocked away, grabs his own rebound, and a foul on the fight for the board will go against Jake Johnson for his second. And just like that, 3 fouls on Northview. And a timeout is called on the floor as well to set things up right here, as that one gets whistled in by Coach Taylor of Grand Rapids Christian. We'll stay with you through the break. Again, of course, as always, thanks to Centennial Securities, Farmers Insurance, presenting sponsors of MichiganGameNight.com and Game Night on Michigan Sports Radio. Make sure you follow us across social media at MA Game Night for more of where CT and myself are off to next as we close in on March on MGN, coming up just a couple of weeks away. The brackets for the boys draw being awarded, or put out, I should say, next or this upcoming Sunday, just a couple days away. So just this game and one more for these teams to be able to make their final pushes for better playoff positioning and seeding. As always, check out the MGN shop through MichiganGameNight.com for Michigan Game Night apparel, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, joggers, hoodies, beanies, whatever I haven't said, and everything in between, all there on the MGN shop. 4:36 to go, fourth quarter, 40-36. Northview over Grand Rapids Christian, but it is advantage Eagles right now a bit down the stretch.
Yeah, they've been able to steal a little bit of momentum now and a chance to try to cut this all the way back to even. It's been the Wildcats now have been playing with a couple of possession advantage, and right now the Eagles have been able to force some stops, get out in transition a little bit more like they like, and trying to get all the way back.
4:36 to go. Baseline left inbound here from Northview in the traveling black uniform for Nate Johnson. Johnson lobs up top to a sprinting Hooser, who is running right to left across the floor. Hooser will set it up, loosely watched here. The arms spread wide defensively by E.J. Ryans. Right wing for Hooser. Hooser setting things up, getting an ISO. Hooser off the drive, left-hand layup, reaching around Ryans is good, and the lead is 2.
I have to imagine we're going to see more of that down the stretch from Hooser all night long. He's had that ISO situation. He takes it one-on-one, so quick with the dribble. If he can beat his defender, then he can finish at the rim, and if not, he's been to the free throw line a bunch as well.
Ryans up top for Johnson. Drops it off 2 dribbles for EJ. Up top for Hatibu. Right wing for Swartz. Around the screen, Swartz in the deep right wing. Lobs it with his left hand for Johnson. Now Cam Ryans, left wing. Up top for Hatibu, the freshman. Starts a right-hand dribble, throws it with the right hand to Ryans, right wing with 3:43 in the fourth. The lead is 2. Ryans, left side, throwing on to Johnson. Now to Swartz as Coach Chan is killing clock. Swartz drives, stolen from behind by Willis. To a side scrum, held ball. Possession stays with Northview as Van Broyen will check in for Johnson with his 4 fouls. 3:32 to go. It was nearly GRC basketball again.
A really heady play by Willis on the defensive side. Saw Schwartz not even realizing he was there, able to come and tie that one up. Schwartz was looking to make a move in the short corner and never saw Willis come over.
Shooting freshman Anthony Willis in for Hatibu here for the Wildcats. Right wing Van Broyen all alone, stares at a 3, shoots it, missed it all short. And Grand Rapids Christian, down 2, is getting the ball back. They trailed by 6 at the end of the third quarter. 3:26 to go, and I think the amount of possessions in this game is about to lessen as well down the stretch. Malachi Hooser on the right wing. Sets it up against Ryan. Screen from Ouwinga. Switch comes to Swartz defensively. Left wing Hooser. Step back 3 for the lead. Splash! Malachi Hooser down the hatch. Grand Rapids Christian on top.
17 now for Hooser, and that one, the first 3-pointer for him on the night. Done all his work, driving to the basket and at the free throw line, but hitting a big one right there.
Brady Swartz drive through 2 defenders. 2-hand shot blocked away by Swartz, but a foul. Foul will go on Ouwinga. So the foul call will go on Ouwinga. Swartz will go to the line here. That's the second foul on Ouwinga. And the first on Grand Rapids Christian in the quarter. 2:55 to go. GRC is on top. Van Broyen takes a seat. And it's now going to get changed to a foul on the floor. And it'll be a baseline left inbound here for Ryans. Officials coming over for a discussion. Now E.J. Ryans will lob it in. 2:55 in the fourth. Ryans up top for Hatibu in the left wing, who's back out there. Hatibu swings left corner, Cam Ryans. Cam to the right elbow, up top for E.J. on the leap. 2:48 to go, 41-40. Grand Rapids Christian has retaken the lead. Ryans spins up top for Cam. Cam Ryans back for EJ, right wing. EJ will back it out and take his time. 2.5 minutes to go. Here comes Hoosier with the defense. Left wing for Cam. Cam, drive, pull up from 18, splash. Pure, and Northview goes back on top. Timeout from Coach Channa to settle things down as the Wildcats answer with a big bucket. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, it's been back and forth pretty much the entire way. There really hasn't been many runs, some longer runs either way. It's been a lot of back and forth exchanging shots. We've seen the deficit stay pretty close the entire way, and after a big shot from Hoosier in the 3 on the one end for the Eagles, long possession from the Wildcats, setting up a mid-range shot from Cam Ryan's exactly what they were trying to get to. Just a 1-point game.
(42-41), Northview back on top. What a ball game. I would say it's lived up to the hype. What do you think?
I think that's probably safe to say.
I think it's safe to say. All right, Grand Rapids Christian now back down. We'll get it here out of the break. Quentin Willis out to throw it in. Full court pressure from the Wildcats set up. Inbound near side going left to right with Nate Johnson. Johnson drops it for Hoosier. Defense pulls off. Here comes Malachi Hoosier with a game-high 17 points. Brady Swartz leads Northview with 16. Ouwinga swings left wing to Johnson around the curl. Johnson turns the back, stops free throw line, and travels. He hesitated, and he traveled. And Northview takes the basketball.
And Johnson's been good in the second half for the Eagles. But right there, as he was pivoting around just inside the lane, dragging the pivot foot and traveling as he was looking to make that second move.
Final 2 minutes. EJ Ryans in front of the timeline, defended by Hoosier. Skips to Cam left wing. He'll be loosely watched by Goodike with 150. Ryans turns the shoulder. Goodike stays with him into the left corner. He'll keep the right-hand dribble. Now Goodike crowds in a little bit. Ryans, as the 5-second clock starts, drives across the half-court line. Cam Ryans turns, dumping pass, somehow run to by Hatibu, and a timeout from Coach Channa as he is forced to burn another one with the way that possession was setting up. He'll take a full timeout out of it, and we will as well. Be right back here, a thriller, 42-41 Northview with 1:32 to go.
We are Centennial Securities,
an independent firm with a team of committed professionals
who strive to exceed our clients' expectations by giving outstanding service.
We're proud to be part of our community where we live and work.
You can feel confident choosing Farmers, which means a black cat doesn't always spell bad news.
What about a gang of them?
Actually, a group of cats is called a clouder. Isn't that right, tough guy?
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
92 seconds to go, and we're back underway. 1-point lead for Northview. Cam Ryans in the left corner with the ball. Defended here by Goodike. Baseline left drive, cut out, and turns it out. Into the corner. Ryans drives again. Double team comes, he'll pull it out. Cam Ryans with Carter Goodike draped on him to the top of the key. Cam down the left side, stutters, jump pass, short right corner, Van Proyen to the right wing for Swartz, 1:13 to go. Swartz off the drive, poked by Ouwinga and taken by Goodike. Thrown on for Nate Johnson, to the basket for the lead. Yes, it's spun home for Nate Johnson. Grand Rapids Christian back on top. 58 seconds to go as Johnson gets that one to fall. He's got 8. Here's Ryans behind the back. Cam drives, floater for the lead, no good. Rebound Hatibu, put back, no good. Too strong. Board Ouwinga with 45 seconds. He's trapped. Exit pass on for Hoosier with 41 seconds. 43-42 and a timeout from Coach Taylor. My goodness. Defense into offense. And the Eagles win as they look to sweep the Wildcats, complete the comeback, and take the solo lead in the OK White.
Out of the timeout, we wondered how long the Wildcats were going to try to hold on to possession and just eat as much clock, play keep away. They end up turning the basketball over. The Eagles take advantage of it. Nate Johnson in the open floor. getting his 8th points of the game, and then a couple pretty good looks at it for the Wildcats. Down low, Hatibu off the offensive rebound had a really good look at it, bounced out, and now we'll see how the Wildcats want to play this out. Just down a point, 39 seconds remaining.
Game certainly nowhere near over. 39.3 on the clock, 43-42 Grand Rapids Christian right now. Nate Johnson, defense into offense, is the hero as we've had multiple changes of the lead down the stretch. Less than 40 seconds to go. 1 point lead for Grand Rapids Christian. They have the ball from half court. They go left to right across the radio dial. And Johnson to throw in from the far side. Pressure coming from the Wildcats, down a point on the inbound. Getting the scoreboard figured out right now as the timeouts are up incorrectly for a moment on there. Grand Rapids Christian, 2 timeouts remaining, 1 timeout remaining for Northview. Foul's not really an issue right now. Inbound it into the backcourt to Malachi Hoosier. He's trapped up. Jump pass all the way over the timeline to Nate Johnson. Johnson back right wing to Willis with 32 seconds. Willis reaching around on him is E.J. Ryans, and the foul gets called on Ryans. 4th on the team, so that was their final one to give. Free throws coming up next time. 28.7 on the clock. That is the 4th foul on Ryans, on EJ, so he can't take another one right here. Nate Johnson to throw in near side. Into the backcourt for Hoosier. He's trapped up. Hoosier racing into the front court for Johnson. Johnson with 23 seconds. Johnson's fouled by Swartz. And that will send Nate Johnson to the line with 21.6 and a 1 point lead. Follows the second on Swartz, and here's Johnson at the stripe. He's got 8 points, all of which in the second half. A lanky 6'6" junior will go to work. First one is good. One more coming up for Johnson. He's got 9 in the ball game, can make it a 3-point lead at the stripe right here. The battle for the OK White. Both teams 9-1 coming in. The leader takes solo first with less than 2 weeks to go. Second free throw is good, and a timeout from Coach Taylor right afterwards. 10 points for Johnson, all 10 coming in the second half. The lead is 3, 21 seconds to go. A chance here for the defense to set up, a chance here for the offense on the other side to set up. Still 21 seconds, so still not necessarily solely fighting, looking for 3 if you're Northview. If you can get the easy 2, you're looking for that, but there's a team that shot the ball well, especially Brady Swartz from deep, and that might be their best offensive play.
Yeah, you might be just trying to get it all back right here. You've got a couple guys that can really shoot it effectively from beyond the arc. Brady Swartz, probably their number 1 option if they're going to try to go for the 3 right here. E.J. Ryans has also had pretty good second half shooting the basketball from 3 as well, so you've got a couple guys that can shoot it if they have an open look. Otherwise, if you get a chance to drive it right to the basket, get an easy 2 and try to extend the game.
21 seconds, 0.6 to go in the ball game. 45-42, Grand Rapids Christian. Northview gets the basketball down 3. Home white jerseys, they get it started. Their starting lineup from the ball game: Swartz, Hatibu, Cam and E.J. Ryans, and Jack Van Troyen start out this next possession. Willis and Hoosier in the backcourt. On the wing, Johnson and Ouwinga, or Johnson and Goodike, and in the middle, Ouwinga defensively here. Johnson will shadow E.J. Ryans. 20 seconds over the timeline. Drops it for Swartz. Back to Ryans. Lost the basketball. Now E.J. regathers with 15. Ryans, right wing double team. Throws over to Swartz with 12. Swartz turning left wing with 10. Spins. Looking to force up a shot. Into the paint. Up top. E.J. Ryans for the tie. Off the back rim. No. Rebound. Ouwinga with 3. Followed by Swartz with a 1.4. And Jaylan Ouwinga will go to the line with a chance to ice it if he can make one of the 2 here.
Wild possession from the Wildcats right away, almost turning it over right away. Trying to get the ball handoff in the left wing. Almost the turnover. The Eagles would have had possession. It was just chaos from there. They were trying to recover. Never had an open look and no timeout for the Wildcats to take to try to reset, so they were forced to just play it out.
Clock is getting reset. A little bit extra getting put on to 2.2. Jaylan Ouwinga, one at the line. Can just about ice maybe the conference. It's short, no good. One more for Ouwinga. The senior has to hit this one. Coach Channa will call his final timeout to ice the kicker. A bit of a smirk from Jaylan Ouwinga. Some miscommunication. The Grand Rapids Christian team, the timeouts, as I mentioned, were wrong on the scoreboard. They did not think that Northview had one. They did still have one timeout to give. All right, Jaylan Ouwinga, he's on his way to Toledo. He's as good as they get in West Michigan. He's had a quiet night so far, and he has the biggest free throw of his life maybe coming up right here, CT. He has to hit it to ice the ball game.
Sure does. They already missed the first one. Now a chance here pretty much decide the game. If he can make this one, make it a 4-point game. If he misses, Wildcats, it would take a heave, but they've got a chance if this free throw's missed, try to tie the game up and send it to overtime.
2.2 seconds on the clock. Jaylan Ouwinga, one more here at the line. Everyone else in the black uniforms will gather outside of the key around the half-court line. 4 Wildcats all around the key to grab the rebound. 2.2. Jaylan Ouwinga, the free throw to make it a 4-point lead with 2 seconds to go. Bends the knees, 32 in black. Right-hand free throw is good. Right down the hatch for Ouwinga. On for EJ, swings over to Cam, lobs at the buzzer, misses it, it doesn't matter. And Grand Rapids Christian has come from behind. The Eagles have won, and they have got solo first in the OK White. The game of the year lives up to the billing. CT, what a contest it was. And by the way, this also the 100th career win for head coach Eric Taylor.
What a game, back and forth. All 4 quarters, both teams fighting all the way till the end. Last couple seconds, Ouwinga able to ice it pretty much. The heave from the Wildcats to just try to have a miracle, but what a game. Grand Rapids Christian fighting from behind most of the second half, and then holding the Wildcats to just 4 points in the fourth quarter, able to complete the comeback, pull off the victory.
An absolutely incredible effort by the Wildcats. And now, with a banner being brought out, they will honor their head coach, who, as I just mentioned, earned his 100th career win and quite possibly just wrapped up the OK White title. The top team in Division II in the state of Michigan, CT, they might be championship hunting when it's all said and done in March, and they got their first banner hung right now. 46-42, the final. Grand Rapids Christian the win. They've got solo first in the OK White. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with stats. We'll be back with awards. We'll be back with highlights and much more from a thriller at Northview. The Eagles win. They're solo ahead of the pack in the OK White, and maybe solo ahead of the pack in West Michigan.
The 10 winners of the Nobel Peace Prize or the last 5 Miss Americas, the point is the applause dies and the achievements are forgotten. But can you name 3 friends who helped you through tough times or teachers who encouraged you in school? We remember those who make a difference in our lives. I'm Randy Hansen, president of Centennial Securities. What matters to us are the personal relationships we have with our clients, helping them build a secure financial future. As a Centennial Securities customer, you know what I mean. If you're not, isn't it about time?
Member SIPC and FINRA.
Hey everyone, Nate from Michigan Game Night. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the MGN shop. You can find it through MichiganGameNight.com or the Michigan Game Night page on Michigan Sports Radio. Click on the Buy MGN Merch button or tab on either page and find your way on over. You can check out a store that has hats, beanies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, water bottles, and everything in between, from just simple MGN logo designs to playoff featured designs, designs with famous calls and moments from MGN, and much, much more. Make sure you check out the MGN shop through MichiganGameNight.com or MichiganSportsRadio.com/MGN.
Can you identify your number 1 personal trait? The thing that you do better than most others? If not, this may be a good time to think this through. If you're really good at writing, then why use the phone? If you're great on the phone, why use email? If you have exceptional human relation skills, why sit back and let others lead? I'm Randy Hansen, president of Centennial Securities Company. Playing to our strengths is something we do very well at Centennial. And if you're already a customer, you know what I mean. If not, Isn't it about time?
Member SIPC and FINRA.
All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Centennial Securities postgame show. What a game it was. 46-42, Grand Rapids Christian. They were down 6 going into the final frame. They come back with incredible defense down the stretch to win this one, CT. Let's start by taking a look at some stats, and then we'll get into some awards. And first, we'll look at some highlights.
All right, we'll start on the Northview side. Brady Swartz had 16 points. Cam Ryans had 11. EJ Ryans had 9. Then Pruian with 4, and Hatibu with 2 for Grand Rapids Christian, leading all scorers tonight. Hoosier with 17. Johnson had 10. Davis and Ouwinga each with 6. Willis with 5. Goodike with 2.
A lot of highlights from this one for sure to take a look at, but let's start by just looking at the second half. There were 3, and really back-to-back in succession, trading of the lead. It was first Malachi Hoosier as he gave Grand Rapids Christian their first lead of the second half on a big 3. Here it is. Sets it up against Ryan. Screen from Ouwinga. Switch comes to Swartz defensively. Left wing Hoosier. Step back 3 for the lead. Splash! Malachi Hoosier down the hatch. Grand Rapids Christian on top. Next up, Northview had an answer as it was Ryans with a 3 of his own to take a lead back for Northview. EJ will back it out and take his time. 2.5 minutes to go. Here comes Hoosier with the defense. Left wing for Cam. Cam, drive, pull up from 18, splash. Pure, and Northview goes back on top. And then we close with this. Our Farmers Insurance play of the game. It was defense into offense, and the winning bucket came from Nate Johnson. The right wing for Swartz, 1:13 to go. Swartz off the drive, poked by Ouwinga and taken by Goodike. Thrown on for Nate Johnson, to the basket for the lead. Yes, it's spun home for Nate Johnson. Grand Rapids Christian back on. Unbelievable back and forth. That is the Farmers Insurance play of the game. Now on to our Centennial Securities winning game plan for the best play call, the best strategy in this one. You got to go to the fourth quarter defense from head coach Eric Taylor. They needed the stops. As you said, they allowed just 4 in the final quarter. They really physical things up defensively, and that wound up making all the difference in the world. That terrific adjustments defensively down the stretch.
Yeah, able to really tighten things down in the fourth quarter, and at the end of the third, giving up 38 points, looked like they were on pace to give up more than their season average, which is just under 44. But just those 4 points in the fourth quarter made things difficult. Part of that, the Wildcats also going a little bit slower, but the Eagles able to really lock down defensively and get themselves back in it.
Lastly, Rainbow Grill in Granville presents our player of the game, Malachi Hoosier, a 3-year starter. Consider the moment. Consider what he did to drag his team along when maybe they were struggling and eventually turbocharged that run down the end. Great second half from Nate Johnson, but 17 points. Hoosier leads all scorers. Maybe the best game of Malachi Hoosier's career, considering all things tonight.
Yeah, he was really good all game long. Scored in all 4 quarters for the Eagles, and then in the fourth quarter when they needed him, got a couple tough buckets, hit a 3 that was big down the stretch, and a really good game for Hoosier, leading this team as the point guard and attacking. Had 8 made free throws in there as well, and just a really good all-around game.
As I mentioned, this is the number 1 team in the state in Division II, a loaded bracket in Division II on the west side. They're here. Grand Rapids Christian's here. Unity Christian's here. Grand Rapids Catholic Central, how did I miss them? They're here as well. So all those teams, South Christian, all there. I think I said Grand Rapids Christian or Catholic Central twice. It doesn't matter what I said. You know, there's 4 or 5 teams in D2 that can honestly win it all from the west side of the state. The reason why this team might be at the top of that heap is because Malachi Hoosier right now is playing as well as he has all year, all career long. He had 16 last game, 17 tonight. Massive performance from him. Massive performance coming from behind for Grand Rapids Christian. They sweep Northview. They go to 17-2 on the year. Northview falls to 14-4. With that, it is solo first to Grand Rapids Christian. They've already played Byron Center. They got that loss out of the way for them. So they're really in solid position with 3 games to go, in a position to kind of at worst wind up sharing the conference. But honestly, they're in good position for this to kind of be the championship game in the conference when it's all said and done, and take home the OK White. The game of the year, it lived up to the billing here tonight on MGN, and my goodness, what a lot of fun it was. Thanks to all the staff here at Northview for getting us taken care of. Great position here courtside. Congrats to the Eagles. What a game 46-42. Grand Rapids Christian comes from behind, and they take solo first in the OK White. For Chandler Timmer, everyone at Michigan Sports Radio and MichiganGameNight.com, I am Nate Dreyer signing off. We'll see you Friday night back on the air video coverage. Another great MGN featured game of the week out of the OK Green. It's Zeeland West hosting Muskegon. I can't wait for that one. Hopefully it's half as good as this one here tonight. Grand Rapids Christian wins it. They're all alone atop the OK White.